Cameron Black's a great dude. I don't like Marlon. Marlon's a two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
I mean, I do fish it. Yeah, the ocean is where I belong. There's more things
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful October night here at Sunset High School. Welcome to another fantastic edition of Oregon High School football tonight on Oregon Sports Beat. I'm Ben Pahl, along with my broadcast partner, Dave Hall. And Dave, tonight, we got a rivalry on our hands. We're playing for the helmet.
You know, not only is this homecoming for the Sunset Apollos, but this is a rivalry game, and they play for a helmet, an actual football helmet. Let me tell you the story how this got started. Westview High School started in 1994. At the time, the Sunset head coach was Ron Linehan, famous Oregon high school coach and famous here at Sunset, and he left to go coach at Westview. So in 95, they started playing a rivalry game. They've played that game every year since then. They play for a helmet. One half of the helmet is Westview, one half is Sunset. When you win that game, you get to put the year on your side. So there's a picture in the program of that, and it looks pretty even. This is the 30th matchup. So Westview won last year 35-28.
And that was a fantastic game at Westview High School. Now Sunset, probably Dave, wants to get a little payback here on their home turf. Someone's car alarm, hopefully got that settled. Sunset is a team that we saw play against Sandy in a shootout. And that was a game where they didn't run the ball super effectively. It was passing, and it was a lot of Griffin Ellingson from Marcus Hom. So we know this Sunset team. They put up 40 in a loss earlier this season, and they've also put up big numbers in some wins. For instance, they put up 36 in the loss, 32 in the loss to Sandy. They scored 49 in the win over Tiger. That was a shootout, 49-45. In the loss to the Newburgh Tigers, that game was 56-40. So if their defense can hold up, that's the big key.
Let me give you the current standings in the Metro League. There's been one league game for each team. Beaverton, Jesuit, and Mount Sinai 1-0. Westview, Sunset, and Southridge are 0-1. Overall, Westview is 3-2. Sunset 2-3. Westview has outscored their opponents 176-115. They're ranked 21st in the state. Sunset is they've been outscored. They've scored 183 and given up 219, and they are ranked 28.
You want to talk about a lot of points? You could be in for it tonight. And both of these teams, Dave, looking to respond in no better way than a rivalry game. To respond to losses to, top-notch type programs. Sunset had to take on Mountainside on the road. That one was a 56-20 loss, a tough one. Jesuit got Westview 35-7 last week, that game at Jesuit. So, playing two of the better teams really in the entire state. Now this is a great way to try and bounce back against your arch rival.
I did the top 10. I'll do that at halftime. I'll give you the top 10. But when I did it, I was stunned because there's no Metro team in the top 10 in the state, and it's been a long time since I've seen something like that. Westview won the toss, and they're going to receive.
Want to give a quick Shout out, I just went down to, they got a couple of stands open here. I got a mocha from Arrow Coffee and Desserts, and it's one of the better mochas I've ever had, and I drink a lot of them, so just wanted to give them a quick shout out. If you want going to Sunset games, especially on a nice chilly October night like this, but it looks like Westview, Dave, is going to get the football, which means that after the kickoff, we're going to just see Charlie Barton.
All right, Apollos will be in their purple and white. They will move from our right to our left. Westview will be in white. Their colors are navy red and silver. And they'll move from our left to our right. Apollos to kick off.
Trying to see who's going to be booting this one away for the Sunset Apollos. And it's going to be Felipe Poncerenas Zucari, who's also a wide receiver and defensive back. Looks like he'll be handling the kickoff duties, at least for the time being. Can change sometimes depending on your strategy on a kickoff. I know that.
Westview will start the ball, and they got great skill people at quarterback and running back.
Got a lot of weapons on this Westview team. They like to throw the ball. Should be an entertaining one. Taking up at the numbers at the 10-yard line. Trying to bounce outside. He's swallowed at the 19, and that's where the Wildcats are going to start. That was Anthony Rogers on the return.
20-yard line. Westview takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Westview's got those weapons. They like to run the spread.
What is it?
So their head coach is Dan Weaver. We talked to him beforehand. He's a 2-time All Pac-10 center at Oregon, winner of a Mashovsky Award
Number
for
12,
outstanding
Charlie
player.
Barton on to quarterback, the Wildcats.
Watch out for Troy Redmond, number 13 out wide, and Takai Smith, number 18 in the slot. Those are the two main targets for Westview, although they've got quite a few. They dumped this one out to Heath Thompson, their halfback.
Heath
Picks
Thompson
up
on the reception.
4.
Thompson carries the ball to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 5.
Coach Weaver had a lot of praise for him
Westview
pregame,
from
said the kid is a
25.
stud. He's a 4.1 GPA student, hard worker, and
No way, Perez.
yeah, I think that says it all.
Made the stop for
Coach
Sunset.
who played at Oregon calls you a stud. That's pretty high praise. So Hom's going to come out, pistol-type set with, pardon me, that's not Hom, that is Barton. Hom is Sunset's quarterback with, he's got Thompson right behind him, going to give right side to Heath Thompson, who runs in between the tackles, makes a cut, and he's awfully close to a first
Heath
down.
Thompson
That'll move the
carries
chains.
Out near the 30-yard
So,
line, right at the
2
first
plays,
down
2 touches so far
yardage.
for their star running back, Dave.
5-yard pickup is good for a Westview first down.
Thompson, first carry, 6 yards, and a first down for Westview.
1st and 10 Westview
If
at their own
Westview
30.
can slow the game down a little bit, I think that would be to their liking, because Sunset has an explosive offense. You want to try and limit possessions when you play a team like this, but I think Sunset would say the exact same thing about Westview on the other side of them. Power football right now. Boy, is Thompson strong, breaking tackles outside the hash marks.
Thompson carries
He's got a
out past
first
the
down and a
40.
pickup of 13 out to the 43-yard line. What
Yeah,
a
the
run from
43-yard line.
Heath
Gain of
Thompson. Looks like
13
a
on the
bulldozer
play.
so far.
The
2
1st
carries,
and 10
19
Westview.
yards for Thompson, off to a great
Calls
start.
the 44
Coach Weaver
yard
told
line.
us that he is just a beast at the back.
Yeah, and he's averaging 6.8 yards a touch this
Yikes.
season. So far in this game, that shows he's averaging, or they're 8 a carry so far. Haven't seen him throw the ball yet, and this is a Westview team that has a lot of receiving weapons. They will like to throw the football, so don't think that they're a run-only team, 'cause that's definitely not the case. But when you got Thompson, I can understand why you're running it, especially when you're running so effectively. Good
Wow.
push from
Thompson
the
carries
offensive
across
line,
midfield
up
into
the middle, and he
Sunset
gets
territory,
another 8. That's a
48-yard
very
line.
healthy chunk right there, Dave.
8-yard
Let's take a look
pickup.
at
He's
that on
second
the
down and
replay
2
if
at the
we've got
48.
that. Watch Thompson hit the line as quick as he does. Now watch. Snap. There he's at the line.
Great instincts. Makes a cut, goes forward. Big shout out to our replay guy, Tim. He's going to have to deal with us all night.
Hit the line that fast, you're into the second level before the defense knows it.
So eventually he's going to need a rest, but kid's obviously well conditioned. He's taken 4 touches. He might get another here. No, play action fake, and that one's too high, but somehow corralled by number 1, Cohen Trump, and he picks up a yard.
Down near the
So Trump close to the line to
45-yard
gain,
line.
and they're going to give
gain of
Trump a
3
first
will be
down.
good for a Westview first down.
So Cohen Trump moving the chains, and I think that's really good, hand-eye coordination, body control to make that catch there, because I thought it was a little too high for him, but Westview's been very efficient so far. Ball on the left hash, first down and 10 for the Wildcats. from the Sunset 45-yard line. A little swing action. Going to take a shot downfield to a slot receiver. Incomplete, looking for Smith. And that one's broken up by Griffin Ellingson, a star receiver as well, playing DB.
Let's look at that, too, on the replay. Watch the defense by Ellingson.
Second down and 10 for Westview.
Right on the receiver.
45-yard
And Smith, the leading receiver of this Westview team. And that is a phenomenal play by Griffin Ellingson. Man, to show that closing speed, don't see that a lot in high school football. That was an elite DB type play.
4-man front for the Apollos. And then they've got a couple of linebackers in the middle. They've got two cornerbacks. Now they move up to 3 linebackers and then a deep safety.
So they've been motioning Cohen Trump into the flat quite a bit, Dave, and we saw him give it to him on that 2nd and 2 play, but it also creates a lot of motion, confuses the defense. That's something they're going to keep utilizing. You see Trump in motion again right here on 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Little screen right side, got a blocker out in front. Trump gives him a great block, and he's tripped up down the sideline at the 30-yard line. And I think that was Smith on the reception. It was.
It was. Westview first down.
That is Takai Smith. And that's a really good lead block from the guy they put in motion, which was Cohen Trump. Getting in great instinct shown by Smith to get upfield, but Westview is rolling on this opening drive. Motion Smith. Handoff again. Heath Thompson makes a cut right side. Breaking tackles with a stiff arm. Down the sideline. He has a first down and more inside the 20. Inside the 15. Now hit inside the 10. All the way down to the 8-yard line. What a run by Heath Thompson. First and goal, Wildcats.
23 yards on the carry of first down. Watch the cut to the outside here.
Yeah, that's one that Sunset's going to try and say that's where they want to have him from the backfield for a TFL. That's how good Heath Thompson is.
Did you notice he didn't run out of bounds? When he got right near the sideline, he cut it back towards the center. I'm not going down at 12, he says.
That tells you a whole lot about the type of running back this kid is. Gets it again, left side, cuts inside. 10-5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Heath Thompson. Oh, he was a bulldozer on that drive. Westview strikes first.
9 yards on the touchdown for Heath Thompson.
And right now, if you're Sunset, you've got your hands full because that was a balanced drive from Westview. We were talking to Coach Weaver before the game. He said, yeah, we want to be a very well-balanced offense, and that was the epitome of just that on that drive right there. What an opening state. That is a statement on the road in a rivalry game to march down the field like that. Dave, how many plays was that drive?
I'll have to go back and check. I'll count it, but there were 5 first downs on that drive.
Very impressive drive from Westview. I don't know if they faced a third down. And I don't know why the kicker.
Let me get you the number of plays on that drive. 8. 8 plays.
8-play drive with 5 first downs. Jackson Gallardo is out to kick the PAT. There's a little bit of confusion with the referees now talking to the coaching staff. I don't know if he has illegal equipment or what's going on right now.
You know, early in a game when you see the referee go over and talk, many times it's an equipment violation.
And that you know, I kicked a lot of PATs in my high school career, Dave. I don't think I ever had the referee come up and stop me before a play. So, well, are they going for 2 now? I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
That would lead me to believe it's some kind of equipment violation because now they're not even going to kick it. They're going to try for 2.
And so that could be a big deal, and it could work out for them. If they're able to get the 2, of course, could be a big play.
Westview will now attempt the 2-point conversion.
All right.
That score coming at the 8:30 mark of the first quarter.
So this is a 2-point try. Very interesting set right here for Westview, Dave. I'm not really sure how I would describe this one. It will be Barton handing it off. And why get 1 when you can just get 2 with Heath Thompson? I think that he's – no! Oh, they said he didn't get in.
Stopped short of the goal line.
So hold your horses there. They dragged Thompson down just a little shy.
You know, I don't know if you remember this, Ben, because it's been a long, long time ago. Teams used to run the straight T formation. Quarterback behind the center, fullback behind him, and then each side of the fullback there was a left halfback and right halfback. This time the quarterback was in there. It was 4 players all in a row, and they snapped the ball to the quarterback in the middle of that. He gave it off to Thompson. Thompson didn't get in, though. 6-0 our score.
You know, I know that I haven't been watching football nearly as long as you, but I don't know if I've ever seen that specific type of formation before.
All teams ran that in the 50s.
I wasn't alive back then.
Unfortunately, I was.
8:30 left to play in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Westview after a phenomenal opening drive. And Dave, I already talked about it, so I don't mean to rep on it too much, but that is a statement coming out on the road to this environment and just bulldozing your way through a first drive. How does Sunset respond now? Because that kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit.
Well, one of the things I mentioned, there were 5 first downs, 8 plays. They were never in third down territory.
Onside kick. Surprise. It's a good one. Westview has a shot at it, and it goes out of bounds.
And
Westview recovers. Pardon me.
I thought a Sunset Apollo player touched it last.
Connor Cruz
Onside
jumps on it. And Westview, the Wildcats, with an onside kick that came out of nowhere.
Remember, the ball's got to go 10 yards, and it just did.
So, is that why they weren't picking it up at first? Okay, I forgot about. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, let's look at it. See it bouncing right along there?
Shout out to Tim again.
Okay,
Tim, yeah, thank you for putting that up one more time. It needs to get to the 50, and I thought Westview missed their chance, Dave. I thought it went out of bounds, but somehow Connor Cruz smothered it.
He got a hand on it right at the end. It was touched by an Apollo player.
Didn't need to be, though, because it went 10 yards.
Right. Doesn't need to be.
And so the Westview Wildcats, after a statement opening drive, now get it back at the Sunset 49-yard line. In the gun is Barton. They're going to motion out Thompson. So empty backfield. He's looking downfield, up the seam. Got a man. That's complete to Rogers inside the 30, up the hash marks, down to the 25-yard line. Anthony Rogers, a big play. And Westview is clicking on all cylinders.
26-yard pickup.
26-yard pickup.
Wildcats at the 23-yard line.
Well, Westview came to play.
This is something right here, especially against a Sunset team that's been quite good this year.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him give the ball to Thompson, keep it on the ground the rest of the way.
They got a lot of options. When everything's been working for you, it's kind of got to be a bit of a hopeless feeling right now as the Sunset defense, but a lot of time. We're in the first quarter. It's a give, going right side, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and this is the first time they're going to – no, he breaks a tackle and bounces it outside. No, they ruled him down.
He was held up. Referee blew the whistle.
Oh, man.
I was just going to say Barton has 3 or 4 passing for 43 yards.
And he looks very comfortable in the pocket, Dave. And you see Westview's got 4, 5, 6 even receiving targets that have made receptions this year. It's a team that's deep.
We are 5 minutes into this game, and Heath Thompson, how many yards does he have on the ground? 59.
And Sunset hasn't even run a play yet. Got a brief stoppage of play right here.
There's something going on in this game with the referees, and like we saw earlier, the referee came over and talked to the side. It changed the status of the extra
there's
point.
Something going on here.
And now the referees are talking again about something.
While they work this out, I'd like to take some time to thank some of our sponsors. I'd like to talk about Damereau Ford. Damereau Ford has been proudly serving the Beaverton and Portland communities since 1949, building a legacy of trust, quality, and unmatched customer satisfaction. From their humble beginnings as a small, local dealership, Damereau Ford has grown into a cornerstone of the community, a trusted destination where drivers can rely on exceptional and reliable service and reliable vehicles for every journey. Visit their brand new state-of-the-art facility at 10999 Southwest Canyon Road in Beaverton for your new car or truck, or check out their new express oil change for only $59.99. That's Damereau Ford.
You know, we're 5 minutes into the game. The Sunset offense has not been on the field yet.
That onside kick, Dave, it's gutsy, it's aggressive, and I love it. I love it.
I like it too.
And sometimes the kicker doesn't get enough credit for that because let me tell you, it's easy to botch an onside kick. That you couldn't have. I don't think he could have thrown the ball any better. It was that good of a kick.
Well, now all the referees are talking. And like I said, there's something wrong going on.
This is where we wish they could be
Mic'd.
up. Yeah, mic'd up. Because there's nothing that stands out to us.
They're going to go over and talk to Coach Weaver.
Well, we'll thank some more of our sponsors.
And to Coach Merrick. Go ahead.
Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's. Order online at papamurphys.com. Tell you what, my family's been getting that for a long time. Delicious take and bake pizza. Beaverton Hyundai. Beaverton Hyundai, located in downtown Beaverton on Farmington Road. Beaverton Hyundai. And Theo Agency, Portland's #1 digital advertising agency and proud supporter of the Sunset Apollos. Theo Agency. And finally, last but certainly not least, the Mad Greek Deli. Mad Greek Deli, thanks to providing team meals to our hungry players, says Coach Merrick. Mad Greek Deli offers 2 locations in Coach Weaver. Mad Greek Deli offers 2 locations in Portland and Beaverton, plus a new food truck in Hillsboro with an enclosed and heated patio. Thank you, Mad Greek Deli.
Ben, you got to stop talking about food.
I know, it's right. Yep, it's
especially those great foods you were just talking about.
Oh man, now Papa Murphy's Mad Greek. It's it's tough now. Now I'm here in the press box. I'm getting hungry. And Dave, I don't know if I've ever seen a stop this long for something we don't know what's going on.
Both the referees were looking at their watches. Is there a problem with the clock? I don't think so.
It doesn't seem.
And now the teams are headed off the field. Did somebody take a timeout?
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, this is baffling to me. No signal.
They're not heading to the locker room, are they, Dave? They are. Sunset's heading to the locker room.
Well, if that's the case.
Did they see lightning?
And
there will be a delay in the game for lightning.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, a lightning delay.
Well,
and
I
believe you have to wait.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And then the teams get 15 minutes to warm up. So we are going to go off right now, and we'll keep you updated when we can. 6-0 here at Sunset High School.
Bring us up. Yep.
Welcome back to Sunset High School. Fans are starting to pour back in, and it's really cool to see. And our Ryan Johnson back in the building, and it's really cool to see that a lot of people stuck around, because in a game like this, you never know, especially when it's wet.
You know, there's normally 15 minutes for everybody to warm up before we start play again. The teams agreed, referees agreed 3 minutes, so they came out here. Fans are still streaming back into the stands, but we're ready to go.
I love how many students stuck around, Dave. Actually, I was worried that not a lot would come back, but we're seeing hundreds come back. That's really cool.
All right, you can see it is 2nd and 10, the ball at the 23. This is after the recovery on the onside kick. Westview with the ball.
Yeah, and Sunset, for the first time, got a stop on Thompson. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. Thompson right now is going to be in the slot as a slot receiver. Got a few receivers out wide, two in the slot. Now they motion Thompson. 7 minutes to play. First quarter clock running. 2nd down and 10. Give left side. Sunset swarms the backfield but can't bring him down immediately. That's a hard-earned 4 yards for Heath Thompson. Dave, they were there with the penetration, just couldn't bring him down.
Thompson that time made 3 jump cuts. He jumped to the left, to the right, and back to the left again. You know, jump cuts are tough, but when you're nimble like that, you can avoid defenders. He did. Turned that no gain into 4 yards.
Yeah, and when you got those moves as a big guy, too, he's a power back, and he also combines that, like, little craftiness.
I think they said he's 215.
Good luck bringing that guy down. And Sunset, they got to like the push they're getting on the D-line. Again, just tough time getting Heath Thompson to the ground. They're going to go empty backfield here. 3rd down and 6. Looks right. Fires fade route. Corner of the end zone. Overthrew his intended target, Troy Redmond. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th and 6.
And
the ball at 19.
The clock should be stopped right now. It's not. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if the referees are going to catch this. They're having clock issues.
Yeah, the clock never stopped.
Yeah, it was an incomplete pass, and the clock never stopped. I'm not sure if...
And I think it was 13 seconds it ran off there.
A lot. It's still running. It shouldn't have run at all.
Right.
The clock was never stopped for an incomplete pass.
So we may have to wait till the end of the first quarter to see if it keeps going after the clock on the scoreboard stops.
4th down and 6, 5:30 left to play. First quarter, Thompson scans, good protection, fires short right side. Ellingson picks it off, and he's down the sideline. He's got good speed. Griffin Ellingson being chased by guess who? Heath Thompson.
Wow.
Pushes him out of bounds. I thought that was a pick 6. Griffin Ellingson coming up with a big play for the Apollos. Flags on the return, so this is going to, the interception will count, but
the flag is all the way back at the 31-yard line.
Going to be a hold, I would imagine.
So Ellingson stepped right in front of the receiver. Let's see, Tim, if you run that up again for us, we'll see him step right in front of the receiver. It's just off camera. There he is. Here's where the penalty is, right there.
Okay, so it's going to be a hold. So good news for Sunset. They got the ball on a turnover. Bad news for Sunset. Well, actually, Dave, did it accidentally fall?
It might have. You know what? What was strange was one of the assistant coaches picked it up. And so I think it fell out of somebody.
This has been a strange football game so far. Okay, so
there it is. It was a penalty flag, and it was sideline warning. You know, some of the players stepped out onto the field.
So the Westview fans just getting back in are like, what the heck happened? We had the ball, and they're deep in their territory. Now it's Sunset. Well, Griffin Ellingson is who you have to thank for that. Handoff, trying to bounce outside, nowhere to go, wrapped up for a loss on the play. The Westview defense roaring right there.
On the carry that time, it's number 24, Brian Cox. No gain.
Cox, a 5'9" junior, so not a tall, but a bulky, sturdy-looking guy.
For all that's happened, that's the first offensive play of the game for the Apollos.
Took the words right out of my mouth. This is only the second time Hom has snapped it. First time he throws, and that's complete. Number 12 makes a move inside the 25-yard line. That's Felipe Zuccari on the reception. Zuccari also doing the kickoff duties tonight. It's the 5'10 senior. picks up a first. No, it's going to be give them 8.5. 3rd and short coming up here for Sunset. Marcus Hom motions Ellingson. They give to Ellingson. No, Hom goes straight up the middle. Second effort. Did he get there? He's short, Dave, by about half a yard. He needed 1.5 yards. He got a yard, and so they're going to, I'm sure, go for it here on 4th and half a yard. See what so Westview has stacked up on the run game so far. Sunset's been successful on their one play through the air. So 4th down and half a yard. Cox is next to Hom, who's out of the gun, and I think Westview jumped. They did. I imagine this is offsides.
Interesting. Ellingson lined up on the right side in the slot, went in motion, went all the way to the left side slot, set, then got back up and moved all the way back to the right again and set.
And I got to tell you, Dave, Sunset must have a really effective hard count because in the first quarter, on their first drive against Sandy, they had 3rd and 10. 2 offsides on Sandy back-to-back gave them a first down. So I don't think that this is a coincidence. Hom tries to dump it off to Ellingson, makes the catch. A good open field tackle by number 2 on Westview. That is Anthony Rogers, also a receiver, bringing him down after a gain of 3. Really nice open field tackle from Rogers.
Lined up in the slot on the right, went to the left that time at the snap, stepped forward.
And Westview jumped again. And so it's a free 5 yards. I'm telling you, this is not a coincidence. They've got a great hard count going. Credit to Coach Merrick and these kids. So instead of 2nd and 7, now you're facing a 2nd and 2 if you're the Wildcat defense. And these are the types of penalties that just drive a coach crazy, Dave.
That will move the ball down to the 8-yard line.
Big shout out to all the crowd who's really piled back in, especially the student sections. I don't know if anyone left from the student sections of these two schools. Marcus Hom out of the shotgun. Cox to his left. Hom fakes, now goes left side, catches the corner, spun out of bounds inside the 10. And that's going to be no gain on the play, so Westview staying stout off of the handoff fake. We know that Hom likes to run it himself.
Hom that time.
Hom forced out of bounds about the 9-yard line.
If anything, he lost a yard.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4 from the 9.
So, yeah, he lost a couple. So now sets up 3rd down and 4 for the Apollos. They motion Ellingson. It's a give right side to Cox. Trying to cut back left. The Wildcats say none of that. No Brian gain. Cox actually give him a yard. And it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
3 running plays for Sunset. The first one, Cox didn't gain any yardage. The second one, Hom didn't gain any yardage. The third, in fact, lost a yard. Third one, Cox again, no gain.
I'm starting to sense a pattern here, Dave. The Westview front 7 is pretty stout.
Yep.
Clock winds under 2:15, first quarter. 2nd, 4th down for Sunset. Hom dumps it off. Ellingson makes a sliding catch at the 5. 1st and goal, Apollos.
Ellingson to the 4-yard line.
Man, when you need a big play, you go to number 4.
First down. 1st and goal, Sunset.
Sunset's got 1st down and goal at the 5. Hom, little bit of a fumble. Now he's going to try and throw it to Ellingson. Improvision. Touchdown, Sunset. He got buried as he threw it. And actually, they're not calling this a touchdown.
Penalty flags on the play.
Whoops. Penalty flags.
Any idea, Dave, what this could be?
Ellingson was standing wide open. This isn't a pass interference or anything like that. This is something at the line of scrimmage.
And the thing is, they never even signaled touchdown. If it's a hold or something. Oh, no, they did. Pardon me.
Call against Sunset.
It's a penalty on the Apollos.
What is it, though?
You can see Ellingson in the end zone there.
Did they run a pick play? Or, he was so open.
I don't know, but when he caught the ball, he didn't act like he had scored a touchdown. I think he knew something was wrong.
Receiver downfield. The call
there you go.
Sunset moves the ball back to the 9-yard line.
I don't know if that was designed to be a pass play, Dave.
From the 9.
And so that's probably why a lineman got more than 3 yards downfield, because Hom tried to run that ball. That was all improvision. Hom pitch to guess who? Griffin Ellingson trying to catch the outside. He lost the football, jumps back on it at the 9-yard line, was dragged down that time by Cohen Trump, who's having a really nice game so far for Westview. Man, great closing speed displayed that time by Trump because Ellingson, very aggressive runner getting to the edge, and if he doesn't make that tackle, that's 6.
That's the first 2 yards on the ground for the Apollos.
Hom, read option, pitches to Ellingson. Ellingson tripped up, going nowhere, does fall forward to the 7 for a yard. But this Westview defense, boy, Dave, they are not allowing anything on the ground.
Let's see if we can run that again. I want you to watch something.
Gain of 1, be 3rd down and
watch the pitch here from the quarterback. The pitch man is right behind him trailing. This looks like one that Hahn should have turned inside himself.
And that's a different play, but looks like.
Yeah, that's the fumble recovery.
But yeah, it does look. I agree with you, Dave. Had a couple options there. Hom on 3rd and goal. Pump fakes. In trouble. Rolling out to his left. Makes a man miss and fall down. He's still going the wrong way, and he's dragged down back at the 22-yard line. A big sack from the Wildcats.
Back at the 20-yard line.
So hard for a right-handed quarterback to roll left and then try to throw back to the right.
Linebacker Jace Strand getting in for Westview, and he's fired up. Why wouldn't he be? Big sack in a rivalry game.
See, stop trying to get his bearings so he can throw to the right.
What closing speed by Strand, because Hom made the first couple guys fall down, and the linebacker Strand said no more of that.
10-yard loss.
And this is a pretty brutal 4th and goal situation. Fires down left sideline, got Ellingson caught. Touchdown, Sunset. Oh my goodness.
Griffin Ellingson for an Apollo touchdown.
And Westview probably going to be looking at each other saying, what on earth happened there? On 4th down and goal from the 22, they go to Ellingson for 6.
I want to give you this stat, and this is going to be amazing. Hahn is 4 for 4 passing, completions of 2, 3, 4, and 20, all of them to Ellingson.
So Sunset, and when I say they did it all through the air that drive, I literally mean all through the air. And they got a botched extra point, Hom rolling out, and is this going to be PI?
Might be pass interference.
I don't see any laundry on the field.
It was a bad snap from center. Let's see if we can see it again.
Bad snap. I'm a little surprised they didn't call PI on the 2-point play.
All right, here we go. There's the snap. The hold.
The hold was it the snap or the hold that was botched?
The hold.
And unfortunately, we have an injured Apollo.
One of the linemen is sitting down on the ground. So, 2 touchdowns, no extra points. All of that coming at the presumably the 13-second mark. I'm not quite sure, though.
It's been a wild start here to this football game, Dave.
20-yard pass, Hom to Ellingson.
So big credit to the Sunset defense for standing up there, getting the pick. Ellingson has been doing a little bit of everything.
You know, he's lined up in the slot. He's lined up on the outside. He's lined up at the tailback position. They've run pass run options with him running on the outside. He's caught all the passes that Hom has thrown. He's everywhere. And intercepted a pass.
He looks like a player who could potentially play at the next level. Now, I'm not a judge of whether somebody is D2, D1 FCS or D1 FBS.
Right.
I don't know. But he looks like a very good football player. Booting this one away is Felipe Zuccari for the 2nd time. Zuccari also had a reception on that last drive.
Right. I forgot about the Zuccari reception.
High, deep kickoff. This one is fumbled at the 2-yard line by Rogers. Rogers picks it up, tries to catch the corner. He's got nowhere to go. Now trying to reverse field, and Rogers spun down at the 15-yard line. A flag comes in at the end of that play. And based on the timing, it could have been a face mask, but it also could just be a hold. He didn't throw it until after he was brought down, which is what leads me to believe maybe it was on the tackle, but I could be wrong.
The scoreboard says 4 seconds. That's not the official time, though. Its official time is on the field. So we'll wait and see if this is actually the end of the quarter, because that clock did run for a substantial period of time after an incompleted pass.
And I don't know if the refs ever caught it,
Penalty will
to be
move
quite
the ball
honest with
back.
you.
I'm not sure. That's why I say we'll see what the ruling is here.
And so that's an illegal block in the back on Westview, and boy, that's why
Penalty will move the ball back to the
kickoffs
7-yard line.
so
First and
pivotal
10
for
Westview from their own
field position.
If we have a word to describe the first quarter, bizarre.
That's you and I on the same wavelength there. We've had a lightning delay. We've had a near pick six. We've had a 4th and 22 conversion from 4th and goal.
Yep.
It's been weird. So tie ball game. Here's a pitch to Thompson. Thompson catches the edge.
Thompson takes the pitch out the right side
But it only gets 2, maybe 3 yards.
to the 11-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 11.
The clock is showing the end of the
And
first
that
quarter, but
ends
it is.
the first quarter
Well,
of
they
play.
just announced it did.
After one tonight at Sunset High School, score your Sunset
Want to
Apollo
take the time
6,
to talk about our
Westview 6.
upcoming schedule on Oregon Sports Beat.
I believe we have a football game next week. Central Catholic game on Friday night.
Coming up, we have Central Catholic versus Barlow on, that is next Friday, but first we have a men's soccer game.
That's Thursday night. It's at Mountainside, and it's Mountainside
Southridge.
and Southridge.
At Mountainside, we'll be covering that boys soccer game.
You and I will be doing that game. And
Dave
then
and I will be on the call.
on Friday night, the Central Catholic game, that'll be Brian Slyke and James Broaddus on the call.
Central Catholic Barlow on Friday, as Dave mentioned. We got Central Catholic versus David Douglas boys soccer on October 21st. And that should be a really good game. 2 really good programs there in the Mount Hood Conference. We got girls volleyball against Reynolds, Central Catholic girls volleyball against Reynolds on the 22nd. Central Catholic boys soccer versus Sandy on October 23rd, and then Central Catholic football versus Sandy on is 10/31 Halloween, Dave?
Yes, it is.
That's Fright Night football. Gotta love it.
Central Catholic volleyball is really fun to watch. If you come out to that game and watch that, I did the game on Monday night that they had against.
We begin the second quarter with a 2nd down and 6
against
to
Nelson.
Westview from
Nelson,
the
yes,
11-yard
Nelson.
line.
3-1 though.
Pardon me,
Rams-
Sandy.
Or Sandy.
They played Nelson on
Right.
Wednesday night.
Right, here we go.
So they're backed up here are the Wildcats. 2nd and 7. Give to Thompson up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. Does spin off of 4 or 5 tacklers. My goodness. Pushes
Keith
forward
Thompson stacked up by a host of Apollos.
for
Out of
maybe
the
a gain of
13-yard
1.
line.
It should have been a loss of 3. But it's going to make it 3rd and much more manageable than it would have otherwise been. Man, the first guy,
3rd and
it's almost like the
5
first
from
guy
the
who gets there
13-yard
just has
line.
no chance to bring him down. You need a gang tackle this guy.
Thompson's already carried the ball 9 times.
He's not getting a lot of help on his last few runs from his O-line. Kind of been doing it all himself. The Sunset Apollos do have a really good defensive front, Dave. Start of the second quarter. We're tied at 6. Charlie steps up. Charlie flips it to Thompson for a first down across the 20. Thompson in open space. He might go. There's a flag down. This is going to be a hold. Thompson down the sideline, tries to cut it inside and is caught from behind at the 20-yard line, but this is probably going to come back.
Penalty flag is at the 26-yard line, and referee's already signaling this is coming back.
But was it after the first down, though? And that should make a difference, correct? That he had gotten the first down before the penalty. Not sure if that makes a difference.
Well, it's from the spot of the foul if it's a hold.
And this is a chop block.
The
You don't see that too often.
Westview.
So coming back.
As long as it's fine on the actual screen. Okay, I don't care if I hear. I just want to be good on the screen. And so we're going to see where they mark this football, Dave, but if this is a penalty at the 25-yard line, this is a backbreaker.
It is.
Chop block the penalty against
And that's a
Westview.
15-yard
We'll move the ball
penalty.
back
And so it's going to be
inside the 15.
3rd down And
Get back to the 12-yard line.
I remember when they outlawed the chop block, and it was for safety reasons. You know, it's
It'll
a
be
dangerous
third down
play.
and 6.
So it'll be
from the
third down
12-yard
and
line.
6. Big penalty.
so practically the same thing again. I don't know how Barton got out of traffic there and was able to flip it. It was a beautiful play. But unfortunately for Westview, it had to come back.
We've been talking about the power and the speed, or power of Thompson. That time he showed us he's got speed to go with it.
So it's third down and 6. Back at their own 16-yard line. Barton looking to throw short. Barton in trouble. Scrambling right. Gets away from a man. Barton flips it to the sideline.
Barton
Incomplete.
pass,
Broken up. That was nearly
incomplete.
picked off, and it's going to be fourth down and 6. An obvious punting situation.
So the Apollo defense has stiffened up,
Incomplete pass brings up a fourth down and 6 for
aided
Westview
by
at the
that big
12-yard
chop
line.
block penalty. This will be the first punt of the game.
Dave, I hate to be this guy, but whenever there's an incomplete pass, the clock isn't stopping.
No? Oh, it's running right now.
Roasty Bakeloff.
It's not
In
my
punt
place to go down
formation.
and form
No.
anyone, but
Nope.
it's unfortunate.
Keegan Puntney set to return for the Apollos.
I can't be the only one noticing it. And deep in punt formation, he's going to be standing at his own goal line right here to punt this one away.
I don't know, is there some rule about a delay or something after that I'm not familiar with? Great punt.
Brought down immediately
Keegan Puntney on the return.
is Putney.
Brought down at the 48.
Good tackle and a pretty good punt considering the circumstances.
Let's look at that tackle on the instant replay. One-on-one. Great punt. Got some
Really good punt.
altitude on it.
Really.
Coverage right there, see?
You can't really ask for anything more from a high school punter.
Nor a coverage person on a punt.
So Westview, they limit the damage there even though they went 3 and out because field position could have been a heck of a lot worse. Mariners, Dave, have a man on second base with nobody out in the 10th inning. They could walk it off right here for anyone following that one.
4 of 4 for 29 yards and a touchdown.
So back on the field, Hom. Hom looking to throw. Hom gets it out left side looking for Ellingson. That one is broken up. Really good defensive back play by Smith. He was actually looking for Felipe Zuccari, but it's broken up. Really good play.
Second down and 10 from the 48-yard line.
It'll be second down and 10 for Sunset. And remember on that first drive, Dave, they did it all through the air. And I mean almost everything except for the Zuccari completion.
Right? They still don't have positive rushing yardage on the game.
Going to motion Ellingson here. Going to give a handoff inside. Nothing again. Stacked up. Picked up a yard. That was Sully Anderson. Going to be third and 9.
It'll be third down and 8 from the 46-yard line.
The referees are not in agreement as to where the ball should be. They're going to go with the near side official, so give him 2.
Anderson, also a defensive back, a really good defensive back.
Hom rolling out to his right, looking for Zuccari. Low throw. Was it held?
Hom
No.
Incomplete.
Looking for Keegan Putney, actually, on the rollout. Putney trying to plead his case, but no instant replay can be utilized in high school, even though we do have it here with Tim.
Well, he trapped the ball is what he did. It was right low to the ground. He tried to get his hands underneath it. Couldn't make it.
Tried to fool the official there.
Yep. Let's see. You'll see it right here. See?
I think Dave's right. Yep. But they're going to go for it. Fourth down and 8 from the Westview side of the field.
I would too.
Nah, maybe not.
Nope.
Pooch
Shifts
punt.
back.
We've seen Hom get some good punts off this year, and this is a fair one, especially if it takes a bounce, which it certainly does, inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, pardon me, down to the 8. Wow, what a punt from Hom, so that worked out well.
Inside the 10-yard line.
You know, rather than kick that in the end zone, brought out to the 20, he got it up in the air like Ben said, a pooch punt, and got it down to the
Westview will take over first and 10 from their own
down
8-yard
to
line.
the 8-yard line. So pretty much 40 yards on the punt.
We've seen some really nice punts for a high school football game. I was a kicker, a place kicker. I could not punt. It's hard. It's different type of skill.
It isn't. It's just not kicking the ball.
There's a lot more involved to it.
Right.
8:26 left to play, second quarter. Like how Hom comes down and gets on the headset after offensive possessions. So talking to the coaches up in the booth. Grabs the iPad too. Man, even at the high school level, we're really innovating with football these days. Handoff. Heath Thompson over the left side,
Heath Thompson
out
carries.
across the 10-yard line to the 14,
14-yard
bouncing
line.
up around the numbers.
You know, in the old days, you just bent down on a knee and drew it in the dirt.
Times have certainly changed. Pretty soon we're going to have AI football teams, Dave.
Right.
Well, that's pretty much what Ohio State looks like this year.
We don't want AI broadcasters.
No, that would not be ideal for you and I. And we got whistles here. Hopefully there's no more lightning. Was there lightning, Dave?
I didn't see anything.
I thought I might have seen a flash. Hopefully I was wrong. Hopefully I just saw some car headlights. Okay, thank God. 7:57 left to play second quarter.
Ben is seeing lights from the pickleball injury he had earlier today.
You had to do me like that on air, Dave. Yeah, let me just say it wasn't basketball. It was pickleball, believe it or not. They're going to hand it off to Thompson, finding some room out across the 15-yard line, pushing the pile out to the 18. He's close to a first down. I think he's going to be just short. That was a second down run, so they're going to have another crack at this, 3rd and 1. Westview going with some tempo. Yeah, of all the times I've played pickup basketball last year, I didn't think it would be pickleball that would make me strain something in my lower body. 3rd down and a yard from the – it looks like they're at their own 18-yard line. And based on the way Westview's been running the ball, wouldn't be surprised to see them give Heath Thompson the call here. But Sunset does have a stout front 7. Going to hand it off. Going over the right side, finding a lot of room is Thompson. Bouncing outside, 1st down and more down the sideline, out across the 30, 35, pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Heath Thompson. Does this guy have good vision or what, Dave? Talk about the initial cut that he makes.
A sweep plate to the outside to the left. He looked for the hole, saw it, turned it inside quickly, 20-yard gain.
And this guy, not only is he big and powerful and athletic, he's just got really good vision. He takes a moment, tries to find the hole, but never stops moving his feet once he gets the ball either, because you don't want to come to a complete standstill. And he's just showing great instincts. Again, Coach had a lot of praise for him. 4.1 student, Coach told us as well. 7 minutes to play, second quarter. Fresh set of downs for Westview in this tie ball game. Fake handoff, goes down the hash marks behind his intended target, Smith. And actually, Westview fortunate that one fell harmlessly to the turf. Caleb Price, a little bit upset that he didn't get a better read and have an opportunity for an interception there. But they live to see him, they're down, 2nd and 10.
Barton is 3 of 8 passing for 43 yards.
Yeah, hot start, but I got to give a lot of credit to the Sunset defense. They've made some real good adjustments because that first drive, it was like, oh boy, didn't look like they could be stopped. 6 is on the scoreboard. 6:53 left to play. Second quarter. Handoff right side. Thompson going over the edge. Thompson outside the tackles. And he's got a nice gain out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Going to set up 3rd down and 4. So an opportunity for Sunset's defense to get off the field here.
5 from the 42.
So 3rd down for Sunset for Westview. Boy, Dave, after that first drive, if you would have told me this game would be 6-6 midway through the second quarter, I would have thought you were crazy. Sunset's defense really locked it in.
A great team can make adjustments, and the Apollos have.
Man, just such a great atmosphere tonight here at Sunset High School. Everyone came back after the lightning delay. These are some incredible fans. Love the student sections being packed. On 3rd down, they set up a screen. Yards after the catch, out across the 45 to midfield. Connor Cruz navigating his way for a 1st down after making the catch near the line of scrimmage. Great play by Cruz to move the sticks. His team needed him there, and he delivered. That's a big 3rd down conversion right there, Dave, because the Westview offense had started to look a little bit sluggish. Sunset was gaining momentum, and now you get to stay on the field. You don't give the ball back to Marcus Hom right now, and you have a chance to move to burn more time off the clock as we get somewhat closer to halftime. Still 5:35 left to play in the second quarter. So from midfield, they're going to motion Smith. Got whistles.
again will remind you, not only is this homecoming night for the Apollos, but this is a rivalry game, and they have a trophy for the rivalry game. It's a helmet. This is called the helmet game, and the winner of the game takes home that helmet. Well, Westview took it home last year on a 35-28 win. This has been going on since 1995.
5:25 left to play. Second quarter, it was a delay of game penalty against the Wildcats that time. Again, Smith is sent in motion. Fumbled the snap, but gets it back. Now he's taking a deep shot down the sideline looking for Smith. Going up. Did he catch that football? You've got to be kidding me if he held that. They're calling it a catch. Makai Smith. Oh, my goodness.
Number 18, Takai Smith on the reception.
Takai Smith, check that. Going up with a DB in his face, had to climb the ladder there and high point the football, but it doesn't matter.
Penalty against Westview.
There's a penalty against Westview, and it's going to wipe out that phenomenal grab. So penalties really hurting the Wildcats early on. The student section of the Wildcats voicing their displeasure with that one.
Coming all the way back. That was a 32-yard completion. What a great effort by Smith that time to reel that ball in. That's one of those 50-50 balls, and he just out-jumped the defender for the ball, but to no avail. It's all coming back.
Yeah, I can see why he's leading his team and amongst the top of the Metro League in receiving. He's got great instincts, really good hops. And what's going on right here? Okay, so they're just marching it back to the...
Right.
Okay.
Hadn't marked it off yet.
And...
penalty will move the ball to the 40.
What was the penalty, Dave? Because it's only a... Because it was delayed. It was 1st and 15, and now it's a 5-yard penalty.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 35-yard line.
Or is it a 10-yard penalty? Okay, regardless, it's going to be...
No, the line of scrimmage you can see is the 44, and it's all the way back.
They haven't reset the yardage marker.
Right, it's a 10-yard penalty.
It's bizarre, Dave. It's been a weird football game so far.
They haven't set the first down marker yet. Back to where the ball is. Now we're going to do it. You can see the first down marker is at about the 45, and it's at the 35.
Six football game.
I've changed my idea about the game when I said bizarre. It now gets an exclamation point after the end of it.
Certainly have seen a lot of abnormalities and stoppages in this football game.
And yet, 6-6 is our score.
Certainly look like two teams that are neck and neck with one another.
6-6 is our score, and that first score by Westview was on the first drive of the game.
First drive where they absolutely marched, and so Sunset's got to be really pleased with the way their defense has responded.
It's homecoming, so halftime will be a little bit longer than normal, I believe. Generally, they're 15 minutes to allow for the band and the ceremony.
And referee's trying to figure this one out right here.
Because now they're moving the first down markers. I originally thought that the first down line was the 50. Then they had it at the 45, so it is now at the 50.
I mean, so, okay, let's try to go back. They had 1st and 10 at the 50, delay of game penalty, moves them back to the 45-yard line.
Right.
And then they had that deep completion, but a penalty.
The first down marker is at the 45, and if they marked off the penalty, all right, I'm speculating.
Yeah.
Let's wait till I finish it. They're testing my patience.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dave, I don't usually like to talk about that on air, but, man, glad I got this mocha to keep me awake through this.
Ben's caffeinated.
You have to caffeinate up. Again, another shout out to Arrow Coffee and Desserts.
And Westview's not quite sure where to go. Half the team is going back to the 35.
Yeah, because they don't know what to expect, pal. They can put it at their own 5. They don't know what's going on here. It's been so long since we've run a play.
I mean, the Apollos came out. They were headed up to the first down marker at the 50s.
35-yard line. It'll be first down
Okay,
25.
and so after all that, they mark off a 10-yard penalty.
It's actually first and 25.
Yep, which made sense because it was first and 15, and then we got a 10-yard penalty.
Yep.
So 8 minutes later, here we go.
Listen up. There'll be a test after this. Trip receivers left.
And they're going to motion Thompson out, so empty backfield. Barton looking to throw. Barton stepping up, rolling out across his body, fires to the sideline, incomplete. Really nice coverage that time by, of course, Griffin Ellingson. They were looking that time for
Redmond.
Thank you, Dave.
Incomplete pass brings up
Troy Redmond couldn't hold that one in. He's a good receiver, Dave. Troy Redmond, and their 35-7 loss to Jesuit last week. He was a big bright spot. He had 5 catches for 61 yards, and he's their second leading receiver, Troy Edmond. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 25. Man, Ellingson is the glue guy in coverage. They've got him out on Redmond. Takai Smith is out to the right on this 2nd and 25 play. So Westview way behind the sticks. Pressure coming. Too high for Smith. Intercepted by Griffin Ellingson. Great patience and coordination there to stick with it. It was just too high for Smith, and Ellingson has his 2nd interception.
2 interceptions now in this game. Barton's been intercepted twice, and both times by Ellingson, and that's right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and Barton is going to tell you that he wants that one back. It was a really clean route run by Takai Smith, and he was open for a gain of probably about 12, 13 yards that time. It was just too high, and there's nothing that Smith could have done.
5 receptions now for Ellingson. 3 as an Apollo and 2 as a defender.
Against a pass rush. Flustered out of the pocket, being chased from behind by a linebacker. Throws across his body, dangerous throw, and we got a penalty marker down. Where Hom went down, I don't know if this is a roughing or what's going on here.
You know, rolling to the right, or to the left, and throwing to the right to get your hand up. The rushers are coming from the right side. Sometimes you take big hits.
Yep. The call against Westview.
And they're going to call roughing the passer against Jace Strand. Very physical linebacker chasing him down. And couldn't quite lay off in time. So 1st and 10 Sunset.
That is the 6th penalty on Westview.
Yeah, it's been a laundry-filled game. Hopefully it doesn't take him as long to mark off the penalty this time.
That's 6 penalties for 45 yards.
At the Westview 35.
1st and 10 for Sunset from the Wildcat 35-yard line. They're still resetting the chain, so Hom's going to be delayed very slightly here. And now Hom is going to run the play, hands it off, trying to bounce to the outside, nowhere to go, swallowed up by Thompson.
Down in the backfield,
no gain.
36, a loss of 1. He's 2nd down and 11.
On the carry that
36.
time for the Apollos was Sully Anderson. And Thompson didn't let him catch the edge there. If anything, he lost half a yard. Send a guy in motion. Hom dumps it off in the flat. Griffin Ellingson makes a juggling catch, tries to cut it upfield. Has some room, breaking tackles. Griffin Ellingson down inside the 25, all the way down to the 20. And we have, guess what, a penalty flag. This one was thrown by the side judge at the end of the play. I got to think, did he see some taunting or an unsportsmanlike?
I think they waved off the flag.
Okay. I'm trying to look anything at the end of this play.
I think they just waved off the flag, but I think they're talking.
And Westview's coach, Dan Weaver, I can tell he's remaining calm, but he's just voicing his displeasure. So I think he felt like there was a violation.
Exactly.
No, they are going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on Westview.
conduct, the penalty against
And
Westview.
so Westview is just
goodness.
killing themselves with these penalties.
So the play is good. The unsportsmanlike conduct will add 15 to the end of this.
The Westview student section beside themselves.
Wow.
What a strange first half we've had.
Is there anything we haven't seen?
I was just about to ask. Cat hasn't run onto the field yet. And they have not they haven't reset the sticks at all, Dave.
Well, I think they're trying to figure this out, and of course they're talking to Coach Weaver, who's not happy. Where we are, 4:09 left here in the half, 6-6 our score. It would be that play was a first down play. Yep, there we go. We're marching off the unsportsmanlike conduct, all 15 of it.
And they have to move the sticks now. Actually, it's going to be first and goal, isn't it?
Yep.
Penalty will move the ball down to the 10-yard line.
Only good news for Westview is that it's first and goal from the 10.
And it will be
of course, meaning that.
First down and goal.
Well, if the ball's
for
on the
Apollos from
10, then they have to score it to get a first.
Exactly.
I mean, they can't get a first down.
That's why the only silver lining for Westview is that it's the hardest first and goal you can have.
Yep.
6-6 football game in what's been a strange first half here at Sunset High School. Hom dumps it off. Ellingson trying to catch the corner. Getting to him was Rogers, but Ellingson stumbles inside the 5-yard line, able to keep his feet and pick up 7, down to the 3.
Second down and goal from just outside.
You know, Ellingson put his hand down, got about 3 more yards just by the balance he exhibited there.
Yeah, and this guy's just a fantastic athlete. He has great body control, really strong. And Hom takes it himself, and he practically walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Apollos.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Apollos. Touchdown, Marcus Hom.
So Marcus Hom strolls into the end zone. Second touchdown he's accounted for tonight. And Sunset has gone on top with 3:37 left to play in the second quarter.
Do you go for 2 here?
I just kicked the PAT. And Zukari is in fact on to kick the extra point. He's a good kicker. Saw him against Sandy. Hom will hold it after just scoring the touchdown. Very nice play call from Sunset that time. Hom gets the hold down this time. Kick is up, and it is perfect. Sunset has a 13-6 lead here in the second quarter. That was a long drive that ended in 7 points for the Apollos.
The extra point is good, and with 3 minutes, 37 seconds remaining.
Then penalties are starting to take a toll on the Westview Wildcats.
I would imagine that Coach Weaver, well, I can actually see him. He's taking his hat off right now, and that's usually not a sign that someone's too happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to stick around at halftime tonight for the homecoming festivity.
Westview had a roughing the passer and an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against them on that drive.
10 penalties, 80 yards for Westview.
And they're lucky that still early in this football game.
My stats were unofficial, but I got 6 first downs in the game for Westview, and I've got 4 for Sunset. But Sunset has the lead, 13-6.
And Westview got 5 first downs on the first drive.
Yes.
Zukari will kick it away for Sunset. Rogers back deep to receive, along with Smith. Boots this one away. Deep, really nice kick, makes him field it at the 6-yard line. It's going to be Rogers. Rogers spun down at the 21-yard line.
Anthony Rogers on the return.
So that's where the Wildcats will start their next drive.
Penalty flags after
And
the
we
play.
have more flags.
Penalty
Rogers
flag down
returned the kickoff
back
near
around the
20-yard
16-yard line.
We'll check on the penalty.
Got to tell you what, Dave. Coach Weaver, calm, composed guy right now. I got to think that he's keeping it a lot in right now.
And the flag is down at the 16. The referees are out at the
There
20.
are 2 flags down, one at the 16, one at the 20.
Oh, there are. You're right.
Is this the longest half of high school football you think you've seen, Dave?
No,
No?
I've seen them with multiple rain delays.
Ah. Well, this is
Dead ball
actually on
personal foul, the penalty
Sunset.
against Sunset.
No,
Dead
these
ball
are gonna offset.
unsportsmanlike. Penalty against
So-
Westview. Those fouls will offset.
All right,
And that penalty against Westview was unsportsmanlike conduct.
it's another one.
Now we'll have to sort that out.
I think if the same player gets 2 in a game, I think you're out, right, Dave? That's the rule in college. I know that.
Let's see. The ball is at the 20. If we have offsetting penalties, it stays there, but one of those penalties was an unsportsmanlike conduct.
It should just offset, shouldn't it?
Let's see. Pick up the flag, so the ball's going to stay at the 20. 1st and 10, Westview from the 20. Although they're talking to Coach Weaver, and he doesn't look happy. Okay, that's what the call is going to be. Offsetting penalties. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Would your parents be here or not be here? Yeah.
So Westview's down a touchdown,
1st and 10 Westview.
and it's
from the
1st and 10
20-yard
from their own 20. First time they've trailed in this game. Barton rolls out across his body, flips this one complete,
Barnes pass complete.
out across the
Number
25.
2,
There's
on
Rogers,
the reception.
bumped out of bounds at the 27. Nice pickup
27-yard
of
line.
7 yards on first
pickup.
down.
2nd down and 3 from the 27.
And Westview's got to get back into an offensive rhythm. I think some of those 6-7 yard plays, whether it's on the ground or those little simple routes, is going to be key to sustaining a long drive here. You don't want to give the ball back to the Apollos before halftime. Low snap, corralled by Barton. Barton flips it 1st down, wide open man at the 35-yard line. He's going to be pounded by Apollos. Forward
Rogers
progress will give
on
him
the
an easy
reception.
1st down. It's Rogers again.
38-yard line,
Took a
gain of
beating after the
11.
catch. That's
First
good for
down and
11
10
yards,
for
though.
Westview from the
So a
38.
couple of really nice pass plays to start this drive for Westview to get into a bit of a rhythm. Clock, a little bit of a factor. You've only got 3:05 left to play in the half.
Barton up to 75 yards passing on 6 of 8.
See if Westview stays in the air. Rogers in motion. He's made 2 catches the last 2 plays. Barton rolls out to his right. He might take this one himself. He's dragged down. He is sacked.
Barton brought down
Back at the
backfield.
33-yard line, loss of 6.
Havanui Bora Bora there to make the sack.
Bora Bora with the sack for the
Back
Apollos.
at the 33-yard line, a loss of 5. 2nd down and 15 from the 33-yard line.
Little bit surprised, maybe not shocked that Sunset, well, if Sunset gets a stop on this play, I'm sure they probably will use a timeout to try to get the ball back before the second half. Heavy rush coming up the seam, complete to Smith. Inside midfield to the 49-yard line of Sunset. Smith is a very crisp route runner, and that time Barton didn't miss him.
18-yard pickup, good for Westview. First down, 1st and 10 at the 49.
Smith 2 catches for 33 yards.
So they've seen a lot of Rogers and Takai Smith on this drive. Westview hasn't utilized Thompson in a while, maybe because he's not getting a lot of run block protection. Stepping out, looking to run. Now he's going to tuck it and try to get to the outside, stretching the football to get as many yards as he can, and he keeps it, and they're going to get him inside the 45-yard line, get him to the 44. So extension there. Smart quarterback play by Charlie Barton, the quarterback. He picked up 5 yards in the scramble.
And Ben, you're right. They're leaving Thompson in the block. Made a great block that time, protecting the quarterback.
And they're going to send someone off for an equipment violation. 55 on Sunset. This is Alex Isak, senior linebacker. They're saying you got to leave the game for a play.
Generally, that means your helmet came off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Didn't look too pleased about it, but would be the rule. 2nd down and 5. They are going to give to Thompson. Thompson, full head of steam as a 1st down and more. Barreling over guys inside the 30-yard line, down to the 28 of Sunset. There's Heath Thompson. He said, "You forgot about me? Here I am again."
To the 26-yard line, 18-yard pickup.
Thompson with 18.
The Apollo 26.
Clock is not in the Wildcats' favor right now, and that's why they're going to take a timeout here.
And Thompson's now carried 13 times.
First time on this drive. Westview has been balanced on this drive. Coach Weaver said he wanted a balanced offense, and they're displaying it right here in a drive where they have to respond. It's been tough for Westview since the lightning delay. By the way, Dave, Mariners Tigers are going to the top of the 12th right now. A lot of nervous-looking fans in Seattle, as you can see.
All right, what we need now for the Mariners, we need Edgar Martinez to hit the ball down the left field line and Griffey to score from first.
If you could make that happen, I don't think anyone in the Pacific Northwest would argue. A little bit of reminiscing there, Dave?
Yes.
A lot of bit of reminiscing. So
number one play in Mariner history.
Absolutely. If they could hit a walk-off here, it could come close to rivaling that, perhaps. But Westview has put on a really nice drive. They're at the 27-yard line. A few completions, quarterback scramble, and a run from Heath Thompson. Gets him to the Apollo 26-yard line. Minute 15 left to play. First half, Westview's got 2 timeouts left. They just took their first. Give Thompson bouncing outside. Has a 1st down and more. Thompson's loose inside the 10. Breaks a tackle down inside the 3. They call him in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Number 11, Heath Thompson carries 26
Heath
yards
Thompson
for Westview touchdown.
taking it himself.
26-yard touchdown run for Thompson, his 2nd touchdown running of the game. Nice cut, goes all the way back across the grain and then takes the defender the last 3 yards with him.
So the Westview student section across the stadium erupts. They're an extra point away from tying, I was going to say, but yeah.
Going to go for 2.
So we're not going to have a tie game after this attempt.
You think Thompson on the run? Let's see.
A lot of options.
High snap.
Quarterback keeper outside. Barrels into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. That was the perfect time to run that play. They had everyone fooled.
Sent Thompson to the right over the tackle. Barton kept it, turned it over to the left, kind of walked into the end zone.
So after all this up and down first half, Westview regains the lead with 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. In the second quarter, pardon me.
Yards rushing for Thompson in the first half, 145.
He got a lot of them on that carry right there.
Well, he had 18 on the carry before that, 26 on that one.
Fantastic drive. Just as we were starting to say, hey, I haven't been using Thompson a lot. I feel like they opened it up by proving they could pass, and Sunset couldn't stack the box anymore.
Jackson Gallardo.
Onside kick?
Usually once you pull that off
Yeah, you're
once, Sunset's not going to fall for that again. At least you wouldn't think.
Blake Allen set to return.
High, fairly deep kickoff down to the 5-yard line. Nice return going right up the middle. He is tackled. Huge tackle right there. If he doesn't make that, he could be off to the races out across the 30.
Let's look at that on the instant replay.
Price returned the ball to the 32. First and 10 Apollos at
Here we
their
go.
32-yard line.
Nice deep kick all the way back to the 3. There's an opening, cut through it, and dragged down out about the 31-yard line.
First down and 10 for Sunset from their own 32-yard line. Hom claps his hands, dumps it off to his halfback, trying to catch the edge, tackled at the 34-yard line. That's Anderson. Pickup of 3, clock not in Sunset's favor right now. They do have a full helping of timeouts. They don't use one right there. Hom looks to throw, rolling out right side, tries to dump this one off. That's complete, but the clock's going to continue to run.
Complete.
That's caught.
Number 8, Christian Thomas on the reception.
Christian Thomas,
39-yard line of
his first catch of the game, gain of 4, and I think that Sunset used a timeout.
Sunset calls timeout, their first timeout of the half.
So they're going to face a 3rd down and 4. It's a bit risky because if you don't pick, I was going to say, if you don't get it, Westview could potentially use a timeout, but they don't have a lot of time. So don't know if they just let it go into halftime if they pick up a stop here on 3rd down.
36 seconds left to go till the half. 14-13 our score.
It's been a bizarre but
I'm
very
sorry.
yes,
14,
you're right.
13.
I was going to say it's been a bizarre but very entertaining first half of football, back and forth.
I'd say it's been electric, except we've already had lightning.
Don't do me like that, Dave. I got to give you credit there, man. Got to give you credit. 3rd down and about 2 from their own 40-yard line. Sunset, they did reset some time on the clock. They added 3 seconds. So there's 39 seconds left to play. Hom looking to set up a screen. Ellingson makes the catch. Now goes to the outside. He has a first down. Check that. That's Keegan Putney. Keegan Putney with another reception. Gets to the sideline out of bounds. 45-yard line of Westview. That took 5 seconds off the clock. 34 seconds in the first half. Back to his left is Brian Cox. Hom rolling out to his left. In trouble. Hom going back the other way. And he's going to be taken down at the 35-yard line.
Let's look at that on the replay. He had a defender to the right, cut back to the left, had a defender standing there, moved a step up, and then was swarmed by the front line. Watch.
Santiago Morbide going to get credited with the sack for the Wildcats. But it was a host making the stop there, and I think Sunset's going to let this one run out, and they honestly should. So we've reached halftime here at Sunset High School. And Dave, you summed it up with the one word. I'm going to have you say it again to describe this first half.
Bizarre.
Certainly no shortage of entertainment, and got to give a ton of credit to the student sections and the parents. This is a packed stadium in this rivalry game. And what more can you want in a rivalry game than 14-13 at the half?
Playing for homecoming, playing for the helmet. Let me recap the scoring because each team scored a touchdown in each quarter. The Westview Wildcats got this one underway early on, 8:30 left in the first quarter. A 9-yard touchdown run by Thompson. The point after touchdown was no good, so it was 6-0. Sunset came back, scored with 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter. A 20-yard pass from Hom to Ellingson point after touchdown failed, and it was 6-6 at the end of one. Sunset scored 3:37 left to go in the first half. A 3-yard run by Hahn. The point after touchdown by Zakari was good. And then with 1:15 left to go in the half, the 26-yard touchdown run by Heath Thompson and the 2-yard run for the PAT by Barton made our score 14-13. And that's where we are.
It's been a back and forth, very entertaining first half of football on this chilly October night, but that has not stopped everyone from coming out in this fantastic rivalry game. 14-13, the visiting Westview Wildcats have a 1-point edge over Sunset at halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the second half. Explosive offense. You want to try and limit possessions when you play a team like this, but I think Sunset would say the exact same thing about Westview on the other side of them. Power football right now. Boy, is Thompson strong, breaking tackles outside the hash marks. He's got a first down. I don't think that there are run-only teams. That's definitely not the case. But when you got Thompson, I can understand why you're running it, especially when you're running so effectively. Good push from the offensive line up the middle, and he gets another 8. That's a very healthy chunk right there, Dave. Explosive offense. You want to try and limit possessions when you play a team like this, but I think Sunset would say the exact same thing about Westview on the other side of them. Power football right now. Boy, is Thompson strong, breaking tackles outside the hash marks. He's got a first down. I don't think that there are run-only teams. That's definitely not the case. But when you got Thompson, I can understand why you're running it, especially when you're running so effectively. Good push from the offensive line up the middle, and he gets another 8. That's a very healthy chunk right there, Dave. Catch there, because I thought it was a little too high for him, but Westview's been very efficient so far. Ball on the left hash. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. From the Sunset 45-yard line, a little swing action. Going to take a shot downfield to a slot receiver. Incomplete, looking for Smith. Motion Smith. Handoff again. Heath Thompson makes a cut right side. Breaking tackles with a stiff arm. Down the sideline. He has a first down and more inside the 20. Inside the 15. Now hit inside the
sideline. He cut it back towards the center. I'm not going down at
and that tells
12,
that tells you a whole lot about the type of running back this kid is. Gets it again. Left side. Cuts inside. 10-5 into the end zone. Touchdown Heath. That right here for Westview, Dave. I'm not really sure how I would describe this one. It will be Barton handing it off. And why get one when you can just get 2 with Heath Thompson? I think that he's no.
Thompson
they said he didn't get in.
Stopped short of the goal line.
So
one of the things I mentioned, there were 5 first downs, 8 plays. They were never in third down territory.
Onside kick. Surprise. It's a good one. Westview has a shot at it, and it goes out of bounds.
And
Westview recovers. 5:30 left to play. First quarter, Thompson scans, good protection, fires short right side, Ellingson picks it off, and he's down the sideline. He's got good speed. Griffin Ellingson being chased by guess who? Heath Thompson. 5:30 left to play. First quarter, Thompson scans, good protection, fires short right side, Ellingson picks it off, and he's down the sideline. He's got good speed. Griffin Ellingson being chased by guess who? Heath Thompson. 7 is pretty stout.
Yep.
Clock winds under 2:15, first quarter, second, fourth down for Sunset. Hom dumps it off. Ellingson makes a sliding catch at the 5. First and goal.
Yeah, that's the fumble recovery.
But yeah, it does look, I agree with you, Dave. Had a couple options there. Hom on 3rd and goal. Pump fakes. In trouble. Rolling out to his left. Makes a man miss and fall down. He's still going the wrong way, and he's dragged down back at the 20. Guys fall down. Then the linebackers, Strand said no more of that.
10-yard loss.
And this is a pretty brutal 4th and goal situation. Fires down left sideline, got Ellingson caught. Touchdown, Sunset. Oh my goodness.
Ellingson.
So Sunset, and when I say they did it all through the air that drive, I literally mean all through the air. And they got a botched extra point. Hom rolling out, and is this going to be PI?
Might be pass interference.
Or pardon me. Charlie steps up. Charlie flips it to Thompson for a first down across the 20. Thompson in open space. He might go. There's a flag down. This is going to be a hold. Thompson down the sideline, tries to cut it inside and is caught from behind. Punt formation. He's going to be standing at his own goal line right here to punt this one away.
I don't know, is there some rule about a delay or something after that I'm not familiar with? Great punt.
Brought down immediately. Back on the field, Hom. Hom looking to throw. Hom gets it out left side looking for Ellingson. That one is broken up. Really good defensive back play by Smith. He was actually looking for Felipe Zuccari, but it's broken up. Really good play. They're going to go with the near side official, so give him 2.
Anderson, also a defensive back, a really good defensive back.
Hom rolling out to his right, looking for Zuccari. Low throw. Was it held? No. Give Heath Thompson the call here. But Sunset does have a stout front 7. Going to hand it off. Going over the right side, finding a lot of room is Thompson. Bouncing outside, first down and more down the sideline, out across the 30-35. Cats that time. Again, Smith is sent in motion. Fumbled the snap, but gets it back. Now he's taking a deep shot down the sideline, looking for Smith. Going up, did he catch that football? Takai Smith is out to the right on this 2nd and 25 play, so Westview way behind the sticks. Pressure coming. Too high for Smith. Intercepted by Griffin Ellingson. Send a guy in motion. Hom dumps it off in the flat. Griffin Ellingson makes a juggling catch, tries to cut it upfield. Has some room. Breaking tackles. Griffin Ellingson.
Just by the balance he exhibited there.
Yeah, and this guy's just a fantastic athlete. He has great body control, really strong. And Hom takes it himself, and he practically walks into the end zone. Touchdown in the air. Rogers in motion. He's made 2 catches the last 2 plays. Barton rolls out to his right. He might take this one himself. He's dragged down. He is sacked. Back at the... Didn't look too pleased about it, but would be the rule. 2nd down and 5. They are going to give it to Thompson. Thompson, full head of steam, as a first down and more. Barreling over guys inside the 30-yard line. Down to the 28 of Sunset. Give Thompson bouncing outside. Has a first down and more. Thompson's loose inside the 10. Breaks a tackle down inside the 3. They call him in. High, fairly deep kickoff down to the 5-yard line. Nice return going right up the middle. He is tackled. 34 seconds in the first half. Back to his left is Brian Cox. Hom rolling out to his left, in trouble. Hom going back the other way, and he's going to be taken down at the 35-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Sunset High School Marching Band and Auxiliary. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your Sunset High School Marching Band and Auxiliary.
And welcome back, everybody, to Sunset High School. I'm Ben Pahl along with Dave Hall, and you are watching Oregon Sports Beat. Well, Dave, we've already talked a lot about just how bizarre that first half was, but I got to tell you, I am just ecstatic that I don't think a single fan didn't come back after the Lightning delay. It's phenomenal.
Everybody came back. Stands are full on both sides. It's absolutely been great. While we got a chance, I want to give you the current top 10 teams in the state according to the latest OSA poll. Lake Oswego's number 1 at 5-0. Nelson number 2, 5-1. Willamette 3, they're 5-0. Central Catholic 4, they're 5-1. 5 is West Lynn, 5-0. Then the bottom 5 in the top 10 are Tualatin, Lake Ridge, Newburgh. Ben and I will be doing their game in 2 weeks. Glencoe will be doing that game. It is Newburgh and Glencoe. And then Sherwood round out the top 10 tonight in the Metro League. It's Mountainside, it's Southridge, this game here, and then Beaverton at Sunset. We mentioned earlier this is called the Helmet Game. It's a rivalry game. It started in 95. 94, Ron Linehan was the coach here. And Westview opened, and he became the football coach there, so they started a rivalry game in 95. They play for a helmet. It is half Sunset, half Westview. You win, you get to put the year on your side of the helmet, and it's been good. I was thinking earlier today about rivalry games and some of the trophies awarded for rivalry games. Here's just a couple that I wrote down. The Washington State played for the Apple Cup. Now, this is not end of season. This is during the season. The one that I really like, the Commander-in-Chief Trophy, it's the 3 service academies, Air Force, Navy, and Army. The Paul Bunyan Axe, an actual axe.
This is the one that I got that you quizzed me on before the game. Right, Minnesota, Wisconsin.
It is. The Iron Bowl Trophy, that's
of course, I got that one as well.
Alabama and Auburn. 2 of the most famous are trophies that have been around for about 100 years. One is the Little Brown Jug, and it's played.
This one stumped me.
It's played between Michigan and Minnesota. And then probably the most famous of all that's been around 100 years, it's called the Old Oaken Bucket. And it's between Indiana and Purdue, schools that are very close to each other. And they award an actual oaken bucket with a plaque on it. Who's won it?
And of all those rivalries, which you just mentioned, which one is the oldest? Do you know?
I think it's the Old Oaken Bucket. I think that's the one that's the oldest. University of Nevada plays each year for a trophy game, a rivalry game, and it might be Reno and
UNLV.
They play for a cannon.
Oh yes, that's one of the best things I think I've seen anyone ever play for.
They play for a cannon.
You know what Mississippi State Ole Miss is called?
It's.
Oh wow! Did I finally stump Dave?
No, Dave knows. Okay, tell me.
It's the Egg Bowl.
The Egg Bowl.
Why is it called the Egg Bowl?
I don't know.
I've been trying to figure that one out, and I've never really seen a great explanation for it.
Right, we're just about ready to get this game back underway.
And I believe since the teams just came back onto the field, I think they're going to have a few minutes to warm up. Want to just inform everyone, we're going to the 13th inning in Mariners-Tigers, as the Mariners had 2 on, nobody out, fly out, then they grounded into a double play.
Yikes.
It's let's talk about some of the college games that are going on tomorrow before we get back into this one. You and I, of course, both Buckeye fans. They take on Illinois at 9 a.m. What do you got? What do you have as if you had to predict final score? What do you say in that one?
Sometimes Ohio State starts slow.
We saw it against Washington. Yep.
Maybe tomorrow, but Illinois lost to Indiana 63-10. So I think the Buckeyes will overpower them in the end, and that will be a big win for Ohio State. Of course, the Ducks in Indiana tomorrow. That game, I believe, starts at noon.
12:30 to be exact. Yep.
I think the Ducks are the favorite.
7.5 point favorite they're given.
It's going to be more than that.
I'm going to say Ohio State by 21, and then Oregon by 17. That's what I'm going to say.
I think Oregon might win by more than that, but those will be great games. Also, let's see tomorrow. Alabama is playing Missouri. Both those teams are in the top 10.
Number 8, Alabama at number 14, Mizzou. They're giving Missouri given 2.5 points. They're 2.5 point underdogs at home against Alabama. Bama showed what their offense can do, and they took down Georgia on the road a couple weeks ago. Did enough against Vanderbilt. Fantastic game there at 9 a.m.
what a strange season, college football has been. Who was the preseason number 1 team?
Texas.
They're not even in the top 25.
Nor is preseason number 2.
Nor is preseason number 2. And what has happened to Arch Manning?
I was talking about this with my buddy earlier today. Are they going to bench Arch Manning? And if he does a tough performance, we totally forgot the Red River rivalry tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Oklahoma and
Texas, Oklahoma,
and
number 6 Oklahoma.
John Mateer is going to play for Oklahoma.
Is he going to play?
Yes, he is.
All right, what a tough son of a gun. Just had hand surgery 3 weeks ago. He's getting back out there about 3 weeks ahead of schedule.
Remember when he was injured, where he stood in the Heisman Trophy consideration? He was number 1. Of course, it's Dante Moore.
Yeah, Dante Moore, Julian Sain, and Jeremiah Smith creeping up in there. It's so early in the year, but if Arch Manning doesn't look good tomorrow, I wonder if Texas might have to move on.
Steve Sarkisian is a quarterback guy, and I think if he thinks I'm not getting good play there, he might go somewhere else.
Yeah, and when I watched him play our Buckeyes week 1, he made some really good throws. I also thought he had some mechanical issues and missed some more routine ones, and that would be concerning if you're a Texas fan.
I think from being the preseason favorite to be the Heisman Trophy winner, I think to the end of this year he might want to say, I might want to stay another year and see if I can improve my skills.
Absolutely. And as we were talking about, guys like Julian Sain and Jeremiah Smith, they are not eligible for the draft after this season. And, I don't think anyone can give you more than Ohio State can, so no reason that they'd leave.
Carnell Tate is eligible.
We'll see if they can get out the checkbook for him because he is special. Last year with Egbuka, Tate, and Smith, that's almost not fair.
Well, and speak of Egbuka, he's the front runner to be the Rookie of the Year.
Phenomenal performance for Egbuka at Seattle last week. How about Baker Mayfield as well?
Baker, I'm from Ohio, and he started at Cleveland, and the fans loved Baker. And he fought hard, played through injuries, did all of that. Management and coaching did not like Baker Mayfield and got rid of him. And Cleveland fans still wish they had Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, no, I don't think they ever quite forgave who their coach was at that time. I forgot who it was, but does not have a good relationship with Baker right now, I'll tell you that much. So, back to high school football as we're going to play for the helmet here in the second half. It's 14-13, and Sunset's going to get the football.
You don't want to let Ben and I start talking sports because we run amok.
We could, we could go through the whole half and never call this game right in front of us. And so we'll see what Hom and the Sunset offense. Dave, tell me how many rushing yards the Apollos had in the first half.
All right, here's some of the stats. We'll start off with Westview, and Heath Thompson has 14 carries for 145 yards. Passing, Barton is 11 of 13 for 83 yards. The top receiver for Westview is Rogers. Rogers has 2 receptions for 33 yards. Smith has 2 receptions for 33 yards. For Sunset, passing, Hahn is 8 of 11 for only 49 yards. Here's the stat, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rushing attempts for Sunset in the first half. You know how many yards they have?
-2.
-2.
Well, they're not going to need it here. Actually, there's a flag thrown, so this return will come back out across the 40-yard line, inside of it, I should say, to the 30, but there's a penalty for a hold. That was returned by Caleb Price.
Let's run that again, Tim.
And Steve pointing out right here how good of an arm that referee showed off right there, making it very emphatic that there was a hold right there.
Illegal block, the penalty against Sunset.
Illegal block on Sunset. Great run back. It negates it.
And that would have been a pretty ginormous play, and Westview dodges a bullet right there. So we'll see if Sunset can try and get more going on the ground. And what is being called here? Okay, so that was they motioned the same penalty twice.
Yes.
Is that an illegal blindside block with the signal that he just gave right here? What does it mean when he brings his fist together? I think that has something to do with. I think he might have just called an illegal blindside block, which would be a 15-yard penalty, not just a 10-yard. Dave, how many penalty markers are we going to see on this field tonight?
I don't know, but the Westview in the first half had 8 penalties for 80 yards.
And they're ahead. And I think that's probably Coach Weaver saying, all right, guys, if we just stay clean, we're in good shape in this one.
And twice they were flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Can't have that.
Can't have that.
First down and 10 for Sunset. They're going to mark it at their own 15.
Westview in a 3-man defensive front.
Good safety matchup. At the edge, they're going to give this one jet sweep to Ellingson. Ellingson breaks free, has a first down.
Griffin Ellingson on the reception.
And they're going to call that a pass because he did, in fact, pitch it forward as he was in the sweep motion. So first down for Ellingson.
25-yard line. Call it to 24. Pickup of 9 on the play. Second down and 1 from the 24.
And they're actually going to give him just 9, so second and a yard. Ellingson in motion again. Here's Sully up the middle. Man, he is hammered right away at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Bring up third and 1.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'd be third and 1.
And this is kind of what we saw Sunset. All the runs that they have had that have been successful have been jet sweeps to the outside, Dave. They have had nothing at the middle.
Sully Anderson has 3 carries for 2 yards.
Yeah, he's getting no help. He's just taking a beating, trying to go up the middle against this stout inside linebacking and defensive end group of Westview. They're going to give this one off. Ellingson has a first down out in the flat to the 35-yard line.
Number 4, Griffin Ellingson on the reception. Out to the 36-yard line. 12-yard pickup. Good for an Apollo. First down.
And unfortunately, Ellingson a little bit slow to get up.
For all the power that Thompson has, Ellingson has all the grace.
That's a great way to put it. He is just a star football player, and really hope that he's going to be able to return.
And he's walking off the field. He's not limping or anything. So
he's holding, I think, his
it looks
back,
like
his what's it called, tailbone area is what he's holding.
Well, it looked to me like he had a shoulder problem because he was not swinging his left arm.
So really hope they can get him back in there if he's able. Being tended to by the training staff. And Coach Merrick's down there with him right now talking to his star player, who just picked up a big first down, by the way. Fakes the handoff, jet sweep. Hom keeps it himself, gets out to the 40-yard line, pickup of 3.
Out just past the 40-yard line to the 41, a gain of 5.
And so if you're Sunset, this probably changes your play calling a bit, not having your star Ellingson out there. Because he was not just your pass game, he was your run game too.
And Sunset now at positive yardage rushing at 1.
Hom claps his hands, gives to Sully. Sully, nowhere to go, wrapped up and hit hard again. Jay Strand delivering the lumber. He likes to hit hard. Trump was in there on the stop as well. It's going to be 3rd and 5, gain of a yard. Third down and 5 here for Sunset from their own 40-yard line. They trail in this one 14-13. Down just a point. Westview showing some pressure. They back off of it. Well protected. Floats one and it's complete to Zuccari inside the 45. Pardon me, that's Keegan Putney. And another flag for roughing after the play. A huge play for Sunset. And Westview continues to shoot themselves in the foot.
18-yard pickup, good for an Apollo first down.
Keegan Putney stepping up with Ellingson being tended to on the sideline.
You know, when we talked beforehand, Coach Weaver's a 2-time All-Pac-10 center, and I know you asked him, you like to play physical, and he said, we play physical. Well,
penalty, dead ball,
a little too physical after the play. In between the whistles, you want to be physical.
Right. I got to march this off.
So Sunset picking up a big first down without Ellingson, as he went off with an injury a few moments ago. But Keegan Putney's having a good game.
15-yard penalty assessed, moves the ball down to the 25-yard
And if you're Coach Weaver, you're just shaking your head right now.
At the Westview 25.
Putney has 2 catches for 22 yards in this game.
9:03 to play, third quarter. Hom in trouble, fires over the middle, tipped, incomplete. Off the hands of Putney. Pretty good coverage there by the DBs. There's a pretty tight window. Credit to Hom for sneaking it in there even though it was incomplete.
Suns had trip receivers left that time.
I'm seeing Ellingson trying to do some sprints to see how it feels on the sideline right now. We'll see if feels like he's able to come back in. Hom delays. Now he keeps it himself, and a great decision it was. There's a flag down as Hom gets to the 15, and this is going to come back.
You know, they run the fly sweep that time. Hom puts the ball out, pulls it back in, and steps forward, and he had a hole there to go through.
And here comes their star, Ellingson, back into the game.
See the jet sweep, and there he pulled it inside. Nice carry forward.
And that's a really nice play. Right decision by Hom, just going to be negated by a holding penalty. Westview student section amped up. They've really shown out tonight for this rivalry.
Holding the penalty against Sunset, move the ball back to the 35.
Penalty is really taking a toll in this football game.
From the 35.
Mostly Westview, but Sunset not immune to it either, as we're seeing right here. It's second down and 20. Hom in trouble off his back foot and trying to just throws it in the general direction of Ellingson near the sideline, so he didn't get an intentional grounding penalty. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Yeah, I think Hom threw that one away.
35-yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd down and a long ways to go. Given that Sunset doesn't like to punt it a lot, I wouldn't be shocked if they utilize 2 plays here.
Sunset has 3 different people sending signals into
Hom down the sideline, intercepted by Smith inside the 10 at the 7. He read it beautifully. Hom, like a center fielder, reading that pass and coming out to snatch it.
You know, that's the 3rd interception of the game.
First by Westview.
But you know what? There have been no fumbles in this game. Nobody has fumbled the ball.
Long way to go. And Westview comes away with the turnover. You know, I'll say that's not the worst result for Sunset because it essentially works as a good punt. But still a huge play by this Westview secondary who've impressed me tonight.
Well, I think down 1, you know, you'd rather have the ball, but...
Yeah. But at least, if nothing else, they're going to force them to start at their own 7-yard line here. 8:33 left to play. We're in the 3rd quarter in this battle for the helmet between Westview and Sunset. Sunset trying to get revenge here on their home turf. They lost last year 35-28 in this rivalry game. Here comes Thompson, full head of steam, busting to the outside across the 20, still going. He's a bulldozer. Oh, he reminds me of Ryan Nall from Oregon State. Just a wrecking ball. They call him the wrecking Nall. It's the wrecking Thompson right here.
I can clearly see you're not going to bring Thompson down by arm tackling him up high.
You can barely bring him down with 3 dudes on him. An exceptional service and reliable vehicles for every journey. Visit their brand new state-of-the-art facility at 10999 Southwest Canyon Road in Beaverton for your new car or truck, or check out their new express oil change for only $59.99. Schedule today at dameroford.com. All right, Westview utilizes the timeout after picking up a 1st down. It was a great run by Heath Thompson, who's not in the game on this play. He's probably getting a breather. Going to hand it off to another back who's met immediately. He does fall forward, picks up a yard on the carry that time for the Wildcats was Eric Garcia. Pardon me, that's Caleb Bailey. So Caleb Bailey taking a touch.
Out to the 27-yard line, a pickup of 2.
Give him 2 on the carry. He was met immediately there. Barton running over to the sideline to get the play from his head coach. 2nd down and 8 for Westview. Barton steps up, in trouble, and he is gonna go down. He was fighting it, but he's sacked back at his own 21-yard line.
Backfield back at the 23-yard line, a loss of 4. penalty flags after the play.
More markers.
Third down and 12 from the 23, but penalty flags.
All right, let's see what the call is here. Dead ball foul, personal foul on Sunset.
Against Sunset.
Westview's had a few dead ball penalties, and it's time one went the other way. And so that's a huge marker, Dave, because it would have been 3rd and 14. Now you're giving them a first down.
Yeah, they'll mark this off. If they mark off 15, it's going to be a first down. And that's what it is.
So 15-yard penalty is going to move the ball to the Westview 38-yard line.
Penalty will move the ball out to the 38. 1st and 10 for Westview from their 38-yard line.
The difference in this game, a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we've only seen one PAT, and it was good from Sunset. Barton takes the snap, steps up in the pocket. Barton looking for a lane to run. Barton throws it. He was close to being beyond the line of scrimmage, but he gets that one out complete. And they're going to rule that a legal forward pass. That's caught by Smith. Takai Smith, 8 yards on the catch.
Out to the 46-yard line. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2 from the 46.
Third catch of the game for Smith. He's got 41 yards reception.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for Westview. Barton, screen pass, high throw, but it's brought down, but swarmed immediately is Redmond, and he's going nowhere, no gain on the play. He actually might have lost a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's brought down at the 45-yard line. Blake Allen, the first to greet him, loss of one on the play.
Big third down here with Sunset trailing by a point. Westview's got 3rd and 3 from their own 45-yard line.
The secondary for Sunset's been very good. I know that Coach Weaver said, I like to throw the ball. Well, they've thrown it a lot. They've thrown it, in effect, 15 times, but only have a total of 91 yards.
Connor Cruz, the lone receiver, out to the left side. Got a power running formation. They're going to pitch it. Thompson spinning off a tackler. He's going to be short. He only got a yard.
46-yard line.
And it's going to be 4th and 2, decision time here for Westview.
I believe that's Thompson's first carry of the second half.
For Westview from their own
second, he had one to start the half. That was a big break, but he's been out for a while, and they're actually going to keep the offense on the field here, so they're going to roll the dice.
What do you think? Anybody but Thompson?
I think you go to the air here. They've been good at picking up these little slants just when you need just 5-6 yard routes, but that's why Sunset's playing high coverage. They do go to Thompson. Up the middle. He's stopped short. Sunset gets the stop. And it's a turnover on downs.
Wow.
1st and 10 at the Westview 46-yard line.
The Apollos defense stands tall.
You know, just the incentive the Apollo defense needed.
Coach Weaver has his hands on his hips. He's yelling at the official. I'm not quite sure what he's upset about. Honestly, I think his team just got beat on that play.
If we can show that again, you'll see that he's clearly short.
Oh, I don't think he's arguing the spot. Maybe he thought that there was some sort of face mask or something.
Okay.
Because we know he was well short.
Okay.
So Sunset takes over at the Westview 46-yard line. Hom drops back. Hom, here comes the rush. Goes right. Now he's in trouble. Hom trying to escape. He's got multiple Wildcats around him. Flings it into the cheerleaders. It hit a cheerleader.
Hom's pass.
No flag. That wasn't intentional grounding.
And it looks like everyone appears to be okay. Glad to see that. So he threw it away. Avoided a sack there, did Marcus Hom.
Hom now 11 of 15 passing for 70 yards.
So 2nd down and 10. Man, he did really well to avoid getting sacked. From the Westview 46-yard line, 2nd and 10. Give Ellingson nowhere to go. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage in the backfield. Brought down at the 48. Loss of 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. So both defenses coming out strong here to start the second half. Hom claps his hands. Almost got Westview with another hard count right there. Westview going to play back in coverage. They're only going to rush. Well, no, actually going to rush 4 guys. Slant route caught. Putney drilled at the 35. And they're going to throw a flag. This is going to be for targeting.
Putney's reception to the 35-yard line.
It would have been a first down anyways on the slant. Putney got walloped. Telling everyone on the sideline, I'm okay. Just need a minute.
Putney now has 3 catches for 40 yards.
He has been a workhorse in this game. Officials getting together once again to discuss if there's going to be a flag. I don't think there's an official targeting penalty in high school, but they can still call you for helmet-to-helmet contact. It's not an ejection. It is a 15-yard penalty. We'll see what they decide here. Putney is actually going to head over and talk to the trainer. I mean, he really took a hit there. And I think, nope, yep, here they go. Personnel foul, targeting on Westview. So it's going to put them at the Wildcat 20. And the Westview crowd, they've been into it. Got to give them a lot of credit. Voicing their displeasure, but I think that was probably the right call. You really, especially in high school, you want to avoid those hits to the head and neck area, and I think that's the correct call in that situation right there. Motion Ellingson. Give up the middle to Sully Anderson, who's met and brought down at the line, no gain.
Brought down at the 19, gain of 1. He's 2nd down and 9 from the 19.
This is where, field goals come into play a little bit. You're not quite in range yet, but if you could get inside the 10 in a 1-point game, I got to think Sunset would at least consider it, given that Zuccari can easily make this. I saw him warming up, hitting 35-yarders.
Hahn wanted there to be an offside, but there isn't.
You're allowed to get back if you go into the neutral zone momentarily and get back. Hahn going to keep this. Spins off a tackle inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. We have a penalty marker down on the field.
Penalty flag on the play. Hahn carried to the 14 for a gain of 5.
Illegal motion on the Apollos, so no play, and it's going to be 2nd and 14 for Sunset.
Penalty will move the ball back to the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 14 from the 24.
So 2nd and 14 for Sunset. From the 24 of Westview. Hom looking downfield. Hom, he's so elusive. Breaks out. Now he's going to try and dump it off, and it's complete. Ellingson running inside the 15, inside the 10, tracked down from behind at the 5-yard line.
All the way down to the Westview 5-yard line. 19-yard pickup, good for Apollo, 1st down.
19-yard pickup by Ellingson.
Griffin Ellingson doing it all.
He now has 74 yards receiving on.
And unfortunately, he's saying, I got to come out. His shoulder is not. His left shoulder's hurting him. Hom fumbles the snap. They get back on it. Does Anderson at the 9 to avert disaster, but still a negative play. They lost 3 yards.
Ball's on it back at the 9-yard line. Loss of 4.
Ellingson's such a trooper. You can tell he's in pain. Just made a huge play for his team on 2nd and 14.
Sunset still has negative yards rushing.
They motion a man, 2nd and goal from the 9, and this is off. Is this going to be offsides?
Penalty flags before the play.
I think it probably will.
I think one of the linemen moved.
Good ball offside.
And so they're going to get that yardage back as Ellingson checks back in. Again, Coach Weaver got to be going nuts.
Well, you got to admire Ellingson. When he came off the last time, I thought there's no way he's going back in.
He's a trooper. Really hope that he's able to
2nd down and goal
avoid
for Sunset
serious
from the
injury.
4-yard line.
He's going to line up in the slot. They motion him. Linebacker's going over to check with him, and they're going to have. Is this a timeout? No. Flag for illegal motion, I believe. I don't think this one was offsides.
No, and I think I think 2 people were in motion.
Yep. It's going to be illegal motion on the Apollos. No, it is offsides.
Oh, it's offside on
Westview.
Westview.
So I'm seeing the coaches on the sideline for Westview.
Down to the 2-yard
just
line.
can't believe what they're
2nd down
seeing.
and goal from the 2 for Sunset.
115 yards in penalties for Westview.
It's not a recipe for a lot of success. Hom being pulled down behind the 5, back at the 7. Mark him at the 6.
7-yard line.
Loss of 4. So Westview's defense standing up despite shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. Clock ticks inside of a minute left to play in the 3rd quarter. Hom rolling out to the left, across his body, fires for the corner, it's complete! Touchdown, Sunset!
My goodness, Ellingson.
To number 4, Griffin Ellingson.
Ellingson, there's a penalty marker down.
Penalty flags on the play.
This would be the 2nd Ellingson receiving touchdown negated by a flag.
See what the call is.
And it's illegal motion or a false start. So illegal motion, and so it's going to be 3rd down and goal for Sunset now, back from about the 12.
What a great move that time by Ellingson. Just down, little flag route, went right to the corner, got the ball and stepped in the end zone. Got to bring it all back.
So he's had 2 receiving touchdowns come back. Sunset's been doing it all through the air. They really haven't been a threat running the football much.
No. I currently have them, and I'm unofficial, remember. I have them minus 7 yards for the game.
If you think you were so one-dimensional, it hurt you passing the ball.
Is this going to come down to a field goal attempt here?
It's still 3rd down, so they do have another play. But again, I know their kicker can make this.
Five-yard penalty assessed against Sunset will move the ball back to the 12-yard line.
By the way, Mariners and Tigers going bottom of the 14th inning now. It's been quite something.
Sunset up to 50 yards in penalties.
Putney putting his helmet back on, but we got to play. Hom rolls out to his left, looking for Ellingson. Ellingson not open. Hom tries to fire off the hands of his intended target. Incomplete. Westview gets the 3rd down stop.
All right, let's see if Zakaria is coming out onto the field. He is.
All right. You said the field goal unit's coming on, Dave?
I thought. Is that 12?
Well,
Zakaria?
Ellington's coming off, so I have to imagine that if they were going for on 4th down, he'd be out there. So
yeah, Zakaria's 12. And there
Hom
he
is the holder. Zukari, again, I know he can make this. I've saw him hitting 35 in warm-ups. This one is 30. So definitely a kick that he can make.
Actually, it'll be 29.
29, correct. Good snap and hold. Zukari's kick is up, looks good from here, and he drills it, and he's fired up. What a kick. That is how you help your team any way you can. Zukari having a really good game, and he puts his team on top.
Your Sunset Apollo 16.
Good coaching there, Dave. It would have been hard on 4th and 14, and when you have a kicker who can make that, send him out there.
And it was dead on, so they know they can got a field goal kicker from right there.
Oh, yeah, he easily could have made 8-9 yards deeper.
Think of this. We just went from a 1-point Westview lead to a 2-point Sunset lead. Homecoming at stake, the helmet at stake, and the Sunset Apollos on top.
Gutsy drive right there by Sunset, but Westview did come away with a stop, keeping them out of the end zone. Anyone's ball game with 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
And that so far is the only scoring in the third quarter. Long night tonight. Lightning delay, homecoming. Are we going to be home on Friday night or Saturday morning?
I was thinking the same thing. My cat is not going to be happy when I get home super late. He wants me to give him pets down and around 10:30 and head to bed. Not going to happen tonight. Cross the 20, chopped down at the 22.
Brought down about the 22-yard line.
26 seconds left to play, third quarter. For Westview, you're looking for a response drive. Sunset's defense has been impressive in this second half.
And got possession of the ball last time on a stopped fourth down attempt when they stopped Thompson short.
First down, Westview from their own 21-yard line. Thompson out on the flat, fumbled snap. They still get it out to Thompson, who's got nowhere to go. And really good job by the DB to grab on and hold and keep him there. Joel caught it. Great job. He knows that Caughit's not a huge guy. He knows he's not going to bring him down himself. Just don't let him get away. Wait for reinforcements. And that is an excellent play by Joel Caughit. Well done.
Also a great play by Barton, the quarterback, being able to bring that snap down because it looked like it was going to be off his hands.
Seen a couple times tonight, he's just looking up before he fully corrals the ball. Thankfully, they haven't fumbled as a result of it. We're going to switch ends of the field. We're heading to the fourth quarter.
Those 3 points, the only points scored in the quarter, that field goal in 33 seconds by Zakari from 29 yards out.
Yeah, and sometimes that can be the difference in a football game when both defenses are playing well.
While both teams have some outstanding skill players, we haven't seen much flashes of them. Of course, Thompson has a bunch of yards rushing, and a lot of it is after contact.
After a phenomenal opening drive from Westview, the Apollos defense has clamped down. So we're set to start the fourth quarter. Westview's got it 2nd and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We open the fourth quarter with a 2nd down and 10.
Sunset leads by 3 thanks to a Zakari field goal. Second and 10 for Westview, whose offense has stalled somewhat in the second half. Sunset's front 7 has played really well. Thompson, left side, around the edge. Thompson, nowhere to go. Steps out of bounds, or hit out of bounds after a pickup of about 2 or 3. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Out to the 23-yard line, a gain of 1.
Gain of just a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for Westview.
23-yard line.
If you're the Wildcats, Dave, I think you got to go to the air more. The Sunset's shutting down the run.
Thompson has, well, he ripped off that 18-yarder and 26-yarder for the touchdown. But the Apollos have been much better at bottling him up.
11:50 left to play in the game. Sunset by 2. Barton escapes pressure. Barton barely stays behind the line of scrimmage. A toe tap catch is made. by Troy Redmond. He's got a first down for Westview.
Let's look at that.
Barton's pass complete.
That is a phenomenal play and a really good spatial awareness by Barton to back up, knowing he was going to go past the line of scrimmage, and a great toe tap catch. He got it over the head of the DB, Griffin Ellingson. That's a really nice play on third down. And a big first down for Westview.
Redmond 3 catches for 27 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him keep going to the air. The way Sunset's been stopping the run. Thompson, left side, finds a hole, proves me wrong. Out across the 45-yard line. Tim's kind of laughing now, knowing that I jinxed him a little bit.
Thompson on the carry.
Pickup of 12 yards as he bounced to the outside.
47-yard line. First and 10 Westview at their own 47.
Pickup of 12. So it seems like if they try to run back-to-back plays, Sunset picks up, but just mix in the throw and pass. That's worked for Westview.
You know what the stat YAC is, don't you?
I don't.
YAC, yards after contact.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I've never heard it referred to as yak.
Thompson has
He's got a lot of yak.
A lot of yak.
First and 10. Here's Thompson, Mr. Yak, doing it again. Bust a hole inside the 40. Down inside the 35-yard line of Sunset. Thompson, back-to-back touches.
33-yard line, a gain of 14. First and 10 Westview at the Apollo 33.
I think you mentioned earlier go to the air. I think now after those 2 big carries by Thompson, I think you stay on the ground.
I think they'll stay balanced. It's hard to blame them. 10:30 left to play in this football game. See if Westview can sniff field goal range. Not sure what their kicking situation is. They hand it off to Thompson. Forward for 2.
31-yard line, gain of 2. Be second and 8 from the 31.
Going to be second and 8 for Westview. And I don't think their kicking situation is as good as Sunset's, considering they haven't attempted a PAT tonight. Remember, we saw their kicker go off when he was going to take a PAT. Ref told him he couldn't. I wonder if they figured that out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but maybe.
Barton goes near side. Dangerous throw, broken up.
Barton's pass.
Almost picked off by Blake Allen.
Let's show that on the replay.
Long throw towards the sideline is a dangerous one.
Got just in front of the receiver and knocked that down. There we go.
31-yard line.
Was behind him, stepped in front, got a hand out, and knocked the ball down.
.9:36 left to play, fourth quarter, 3rd down and 8 for Westview from the Sunset 30. Oh, they weren't on the same page. It's going to have to improvise. It's going to work out beautifully. There's a hold. First down, but it's going to come back.
You know, the snap to Barton. Barton turned to the left. The play was actually, I think, handoff to the right.
It was.
Barton realized it, stepped forward and took off, but there was a hold, and it's going to bring it all back.
Yep, good improvisation, but all for naught.
The penalty against Westview.
And it'll be
Did we show
18.
the replay on that? Yep, we did. Okay. Yeah, take a look.
So, yeah, again, not on the same page. And, yeah, I saw the hold pretty clearly there on 78. Good call.
Barton stepped to the left, turned to hand the ball off, and there's nobody here.
I saw that in a college game last week. I forgot which one it was. It happens sometimes.
And I hear the coaches yelling on the sideline. The other left.
Moves the ball back to the 41.
Did he? Is that what? Okay, I was going to say that'd be pretty funny if our mics happen to pick that up. Doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. Kind of like a catcher getting crossed up in baseball.
Right.
From the 41.
You signal for a curveball and pitcher throws a fastball.
Actually, Cal Raleigh got his first pass ball of the season because he got crossed up a few innings ago.
Wow.
Didn't end up hurting him, though. Looking to throw on 3rd and 18. Going up the seam, complete to Smith. Smith inside the 25-yard line. He's got a first down. The slot receiver, Smith, running down the seam with a big conversion.
Gain is good for a Westview first down.
Westview has had success when they're airing it out. And that's just a great contested catch by Smith. This guy's got phenomenal instincts. Not afraid to take the hit.
Smith now with 60 yards receiving, 61.
It's been a long drive from Westview. It started back in the third quarter.
Exactly.
What they're looking for. Also what they're looking for is this guy. Thompson weaving and swerving his way out of traffic. He gets out of it and scores. Touchdown, Westview.
20 yards for Westview touchdown.
What a fantastic run. Thompson juking, jiving, doing it all, and he gets Westview back in front.
He must have shed about 3 or 4 tacklers. There's one. There's 2 more. There's another one. Wow.
This kid's putting on a clinic.
And that's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
So a 2-point conversion. This would make it a 6-point game if they're able to convert. Back and forth we go. We've had multiple lead changes tonight.
Well, now a field goal won't tie it.
Westview will attempt the
Palos
2-point
have to
conversion.
score.
Yep. After this PAT, we're going to thank our sponsors. Walks in, Thompson.
For the 2-point conversion.
And it's a 6-point
With 8 minutes,
game.
43 seconds remaining.
Sunset Football would like to thank
Regulation.
Papa
The score,
Murphy's.
Westview 22, Sunset
Order
16.
online at papamurphys.com. I've got to personally recommend the Cowboy Pizza. That's my personal favorite from Papa Murphy's. Beaverton Hyundai, located in downtown Beaverton on Farmington Road. Beaverton Hyundai. Theo Agency, Portland's #1 digital advertising agency and proud sponsor of the Sunset Apollos. That's Theo Agency. And the Mad Greek Deli. Westview Football wants to thank the Mad Greek Deli, providing team meals to our hungry players. Mad Greek Deli offers 2 locations in Portland and Beaverton, plus a new food truck in Hillsboro with an enclosed and heated patio. Thank you, Mad Greek Deli. Dave, when I was back at Lincoln, I remember No-Ho's Hawaiian would always donate meals to us. Absolutely phenomenal. I still go there every month to this day. If you haven't been to No-Ho's, just thank you to all the restaurants who donate to these kids before the game.
Absolutely. Now remember, my stats are unofficial. I currently have Thompson rushing 195.
Think he'll break 200? I'm going to say probably so, Dave.
Probably so.
I'd bet the over there. Nice kick, making him catch it inside the 10. Backing up. See how Westview's coverage plays out here. After a shaky one last time, he's hit across the 30, the 31-yard line. Really good tackle. Boy, a good special teams player for Westview tonight has been Reed De La Cruz, making some big tackles that could have saved touchdowns.
The return all the way out to the 32-yard line. Yards after contact on that play, 0.
He had a great burst of speed, but then once Reed De La Cruz caught up, that's a great tackle. Big hit. Showing his worth on special teams. And those are huge plays, because if he breaks that, that might be a touchdown. So Sunset now finds themselves trailing. 8:35 left to play here on their home field. Down 22-16. Hom and company back to work after a field goal on their last drive. Hom nowhere to go. Extends the ball forward, and they're going to give him a couple of yards for his efforts, maybe just one. That was a design quarterback run. Seen that a few times. Westview started to catch on to it, and they're actually not going to give him any gain. Got back to the 32-yard line. Westview's done a nice job of mixing up the run and the pass tonight. Hom turns and hands it off to his tailback, who's riding a couple of defenders, but caught it. Can't go any further than the 36-yard line. Give him 4. 3rd and 6 coming up for Sunset. Big third down here. Because Westview used so much clock on that last drive, changes things. And I was just going to say, if Westview gets the ball back and just keeps it on the ground with Thompson, he use up a lot of this remaining time. So this is a really big third down for Sunset. I got to think they're going to go to the air here. Hom, play action, looking downfield. Hom fires sideline. Guess who? Makes a cut. Across the 40. Ellingson inside Westview territory. Brought down at the 45-yard line of the Wildcats.
Reception into Westview territory at the 46-yard line.
When you need a big play, you go to number 4.
18-yard pickup, good for an Apollo first down.
And that play dragged on a long time, but Hom realized Ellinson's open. It's a tough throw to make long across the field, but he realized he had some time.
92 yards receiving for Ellingson.
Not a bad gain on first down. Caught it, picks up 5, maybe 6.
Gain of 6.
And so Sunset driving down by 6. First and 10 at the 40 of Westview. Fake to Ellinson. Hom keeps it, goes outside the 35-yard line, brought down right there. First down, gain of 7.
Line. That gain of 5 is good for an Apollo first down.
And so Sunset moving the ball very efficiently here on this drive.
Sunset, the Westview 35-yard line.
Big conversion.
I feel more comfortable if Han learned how to slide. Take those big hits at the end of those plays.
Coach, as a coach, don't love to see your star QB taking hits like that. Hom looks to throw. Hom plays developing downfield. He's being chased. He might have to throw this one away. That's exactly what he does.
Incomplete pass.
You know who are great sliders, quarterbacks who are great sliders? Players who've played baseball before. Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, those are quarterbacks.
Murray really is one of the best sliders I've seen, especially because he's so fast. So coach probably had to tell him, don't take these hits. It's in his nature.
Your small guys don't take those hits.
Heisman Trophy winner at Oklahoma. They have him and Baker win the Heisman in the last 7 or so years. Hom finds a lane. Hom takes a hit, and Hom pushes forward near the first down marker. He's got it inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line of Westview.
The biggest running play of the night for the Apollos, 11 yards on that keeper.
And I think it's all Hom when they're running it.
11-yard pickup, good for an Apollo first down.
18 yards on the last 3 carries for Han.
Hom wasn't ready for the snap.
Oh.
He's going to still try to make something of the play. Fires downfield, and it's complete.
Oh, my.
Pass complete.
What happened right there?
Down to the 15-yard
Improvisation after he wasn't ready for the snap, and it's a first down to the 14.
Wow.
What a play. Hom is a little bit gimpy, but he looks to be all right.
11-yard
My goodness.
Pickup, good for an Apollo first down.
15 of 21 Han passing tonight.
Sunset driving here. Can Westview come up with a stand? Hom gives it off. Caught it, trying to get the edge. He's met and wrestled down.
Joel caught it, met the back.
Can you believe on that last play that Han picked the ball up on the snap that was low and turned it into an 11-yard gain?
It's almost like Westview wasn't quite sure what to do.
Boy, after going down, Sunset's marched right down the field.
Caught it, lost a yard on that play. He was met in the backfield by, I think it was Heath Thompson. It was. Hom, little play action, trying to outrun a D-end, and he's going to find some room on the outside, inside the 10-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Picks up about 7 or 8.
Just the quarterback sweep, trying to run the outside defender.
That's Sunset's offense right now, the QB sweep.
Third down.
But this is great coaching, realizing they're not getting anything up the middle.
The ball's on the 8.
It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Don't go for a field goal here because you're down 6.
So, yeah, 2 plays.
I think Han wants to take a timeout.
And I imagine Sunset probably will. And so Sunset
Third down
has
and 2
called
for the Apollos on the 6-yard
timeout.
line.
I'm impressed that Sunset just came right back down the field. All on Hahn.
Hom and Ellingson leading the offense for Sunset, and we are in for a thrilling finish.
Marcus Hom now, I told you, he's 15 to 21. He's 7 of 10 here in the second half.
And yeah, they've realized that they got to stretch the defense out because they've got such good speed. Hom does, and they haven't done a lot up the middle, but they've been able to throw the ball, which makes running that sweep play a lot easier. Opens things up, and the secondary has to play off.
What inning are we here?
Bottom 15. Mariners just need a sack fly with the sacks full and one out.
All right.
Jorge Polanco at the plate. He homered twice in game number 1.
Does need contact.
Or a walk.
We're broadcasting a football game, watching on a little phone camera.
This is going to be
baseball game.
It's going to be my life, watching multiple games at once.
Right.
It's been a long time out here on our game. Here, I'll turn to a baseball announcer. The 2-1 pitch to Polanco fouls it down the first base line, 2-2.
Ben showing off his skills.
Well, I was just hoping to call a Mariners walk-off there.
Right, there you go.
Which would send him to the ALCS.
Well, let's see if we can get a Sunset touchdown here.
Yeah, because they got 3rd and 2 from the 8-yard line. 2 plays to get a couple of yards here.
This might be another play for Marcus Hom.
3rd and 2 for the Apollos from the 6.
Hom got caught it next to him. Tough snap. Fake to Ellingson. Hom trying to go left side. He's met and brought down near the first down.
Right
He's going to be about half a yard short.
Needed 2, got maybe 1.
4th down and 2 from the 6.
Ball here walks it off. The Mariners are going to the ALCS. He rips it into right field. Jorge Polanco.
Boy, great.
4th down and 1 in our game. From the 6, a huge play. Hom has caught it to his right. Marcus Hom drops back. Hom in trouble. Hom backpedaling. Intercepted! And guess who? It's Thompson. Thompson down the sideline. Stiff arms the man and throws him down. Thompson all the way down to the Sunset 45-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
What an incredible play.
Both teams now with 2 pass interceptions. We got a bunch of flags.
Yeah, I know what the flag is for. Sunset.
Me too.
Sunset lineman threw his helmet down on the field. It's going to be 15 yards. The emotion of this game really coming out.
The ball was intercepted down around the 5, returned all the way back to the 40. So 55 yards on the interception return by Thompson. I don't think Hom ever saw the linebacker Thompson step in the gap right there and pick that off.
What a phenomenal play by Thompson. So Brady Prince Richardson spiked his helmet down, and I imagine that could have something to do with the flag.
There might be multiple penalties.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Here's the replay. Thank you to Tim showing it. He just stiff-armed a man.
That's where the play ends right there. We didn't have any more than that, but
Why go for that play right there?
my goodness.
What a game for the helmet.
Final score from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. The Seattle Mariners 3, the Detroit Tigers 2.
Here we go. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Sunset.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike
And so you talk about a
penalty
swing.
against the Apollos.
They had 4th and 1 from the 7. They actually had 3rd and 2. 2 plays to get 2 yards. Couldn't do it. And now Westview has a chance to put the game away.
Why would they not go to Griffin?
Feelings run high.
Yeah.
And at the end of the play, there's a penalty against Westview, a 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
See, there's the unsportsmanlike conduct on Sunset. Dead ball foul. on
So
Westview.
Are these going to offset? What's going on here?
No, they don't upset. They marched off that unsportsmanlike conduct.
So there was only a 5-yard penalty on Westview?
Yes.
What was it?
Well, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Ball's placed at the 32-yard line. Westview takes over 1st and 10. The 32.
But the unsportsmanlike got marked off 15 and then 5 yards back on Westview.
Yep.
I've not seen that. He put his hands behind his back.
Emotions of this game running hot. Westview's crowd has showed up and shown out, and now they're going to have a chance if they can get in the end zone here, ice this game away. But if Sunset gets a stop, they're very much in this football game.
If I'm Westview, I keep the ball on the ground from here on out.
Got a
What's
penalty
interesting
flag.
about that, though, is Thompson's not even in the game. Oh, here he comes.
Speak of the devil. And he certainly has been the devil for the Sunset Apollos tonight, Dave. What a game from Thompson.
Barton, he's going, there's his timeout. He went over to the
Illegal
sideline.
penalty against Westview.
There you go.
5-yard
Illegal
penalty assessed. We'll move
legal
the ball
procedure.
back to the 37. Be 1st and 15 from the 37.
So if you're Sunset, you got to come up with a stop here and get the football back, and you got to help right there with that 5-yard penalty. Now they got to go 15 yards. And a bad snap over the head of the QB. He falls on it, but that's a big play all the way back to their own 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
You know, I got to give Barton all the credit in the world. He could have tried to pick that ball up, and it would have been disaster. And he realized that and just fell on it. Watch, way over his head, goes back, makes no change, just falls on
Beautiful.
Loss
Beautiful
of
play from your
19 on the
senior.
play.
it. Loss of 19.
Second down and
Well, Dave,
29,
now
excuse
it's
me, 2nd and 34.
Second
from the
down
44.
and the distance between Portland and Salem.
It is second down and 34.
Not too often you're going to hear us say that. So if you're Westview, what do you do here now?
Give the ball to Thompson.
Can't disagree with you there.
Although he just went in motion.
Yeah, they're going to get it to him. And he's going to make a play happen. He bounces to the outside. Thompson gets 29.
Thompson.
My goodness.
They're actually going to mark him out at the 35-yard line of Sunset, so give him 26. You go pick up 26 yards and not pick up a first down. That's a weird play.
He has 195 yards rushing, and he has 36 yards receiving.
And he's got an interception.
And the interception,
Got a touchdown, at least one touchdown, couple of 2-point conversion.
3 touchdowns.
And how many fantasy points is that? It's probably in the 40s. So it's still 3rd and a long ways to go. They give it to guess who, runs around the right side, tripped up inside the 30-yard line. Nice ankle tackle to get him at the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and about 5. And Westview will think about nothing but going for it here. We got a bad injury.
Official timeout for injury.
7 yards on the carry. You know what that means, don't you?
He's over 200 yards.
202.
And we're going to...
But Sunset player down.
Yep. It's Blake Allen. So Westview, Dave, I don't think has any intentions of doing anything but going for it here.
Right.
Great to see Allen get to his feet. I was worried.
Might have just had the wind knocked out of him.
Hopefully
because he's
that's all
okay.
that happened. Yeah, he looks to be fine. Really good to see him get up under his own power. It looked to be okay. So this is a huge 4th down. Not the ball game, because Sunset does have a full helping of timeouts. Look at Westview coming right up to the line. They're trying to catch him off guard.
Westview from the 28-yard line.
4th and 6. Westview's going to go for it.
This is where the crowd's going to want to get into it. Making a lot of noise. Slant route. Caught. Smith. He's there. First down, Wildcats. Oh, great job knowing where the sticks are, and he is a phenomenal route runner.
To the 21-yard line.
Takai Smith has been a beast.
He has 70 yards receiving.
This Westview team, very well balanced.
I mentioned they are 0-1 in conference, but 3-2 overall.
Have a chance to improve to 1-1 here in the Metro League. Only team they've played before tonight in Metro League play, the Jesuit Crusaders. And Sunset does have 3 timeouts, and that's why Westview, they're trying to use some of that clock. They don't have to score, actually. They just want another first down. Westview's going to, Sunset is going to have to call a timeout. Bailey on the carry there. Thompson's getting a rest.
The 20-yard line.
Timeout, Sunset.
About 1. We'll call it a gain of 2. Second down and 8 from the 19. The Apollos call timeout. Their first timeout of the half.
Bailey's second carry of the night. He's got 4 yards. But they ran the clock down right down to the 25-second mark to snap it.
So if Sunset obviously gets a stop, they're going to have time and get the ball back. Right now, if you're Westview, you don't have to score.
Well, they're up 6, so it's still a one-possession game. Take a field goal, though, and it's not.
If it gets to a third down situation and Sunset has to use their second timeout, then you'd actually rather not score and just get the first down and go down, because then you can just run the clock out, rather than giving Sunset a chance to get the ball back and kick an onside kick.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, if you can get in the end zone second down, of course you do that.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 19, 2:26 to go.
2nd down and 8.
2nd down and 8 for Westview from the
So actually, best case scenario for Westview might be they pick up 7. Of course, they're just going to be doing anything they can to get it with Thompson in the backfield. And he's been a wrecking ball tonight. Second down. They give to Thompson. Stretch play, right side. Tries to cut inside the tackles. Making a couple of guys miss. And he pushes his way forward down to around the 16.
Third down and 5.
Give him 4.
Did you notice Thompson had his hand on the blocker in front of him, following the block?
And Sunset uses their second timeout. And so this is it. If Sunset, if they don't get a stop, that's basically game over. What a game we've had tonight. Thompson, guys like Thompson, Ellingson, been on full display.
Hom,
Charlie Barton.
Yep.
A lot of great players tonight. Again, I just can't give enough of a shout out to the student sections. I don't think a single student left after the lightning delays.
The receiving corps for Westview, Smith, Rogers, and Redmond.
When you got a triple threat at wide receiver plus an outstanding running back, that makes for a well-balanced offense that Coach was talking about pregame. This is it. 3rd and ball game. Sunset needs a stop. Thompson in the backfield. I imagine that any play in the book will go here. They need a first down to win this game right here. Sunset jumped but got back. You're allowed to do that. High snap. Why not go to Thompson up the middle, reaching.
Thompson carries.
And he's there. He has a first down, and Westview will be able to run the clock out. They have won the helmet for the 2nd year in a row.
Carries to the 10-yard line. Gain is good.
Sunset has just one timeout left, and that's not sufficient to keep them from taking a knee. What a gutsy road performance tonight by the Westview Wildcats. The 4th down stop, interception by Thompson, and then he picks up the winning first down. What a night. So, again, they're telling us to put 2:10 on the clock, but we know that it's not going to matter.
Well, they can actually just kneel down.
Yeah, exactly. Because Sunset can't stop the clock anymore. And you have 40 seconds on the play clock. Do the math. You got 4 downs.
Right. 3 down.
3 down. Yeah, 3, but that'll be sufficient because then you can
2 minutes.
Yeah, you can, exactly. And then once you take the third, you don't have to snap it on fourth down. Just let the clock run out. So we know how this game's going to end. Westview is going to take the helmet for the second year in a row.
That we know of. Because we didn't go back. Well, no, Sunset won in 2023.
Okay, so yeah, for the second year in a row, Westview will take the helmet.
Right. I was just thinking, could it be longer?
Yep, nope. As we saw, markings on the helmet. Sunset took 2023. And I'm surprised they're not just kneeling it down because you don't want to risk a fumble.
Right.
This
is surprising.
I wouldn't do what they're doing just now. I would just kneel down.
What's going on here?
The famous Eagles-Jets game where they, with this similar situation, snapped the ball, tried to hand it to the halfback.
What just happened, Dave? Why is the clock not running? And why did? Okay, now they're going to run it. All right. So, helmet came off of Thompson, and that's why they briefly stopped the clock.
Oh, okay. He has to come out for a play then.
Yes, but that's shouldn't matter. And coach has to know that he can just kneel this football down.
They're going to stay in the shotgun.
They are.
Penalty flags before the play.
Might have been delay a game.
It is, and of course that's not going to matter to them.
Right, it is delay a game.
Actually, they're fine taking delay of games because they want to make sure that they use every single second that they can on the play clock.
All right, backed it up 5.
And they did because there was 2:10.
Right.
They wound it down to 1:31.
Right.
Oh, they took the penalty also because now they can get Thompson back in there. Again, though, you just have to kneel the ball. So I'm a little surprised they're handed it off.
Referee calls timeout.
And he's talking to Thompson.
He wants to look at something.
I think he's telling him that he can't be on the field for this play. The delay of game, I think that he's saying doesn't matter.
That wasn't a play, an actual play, the penalty. And, yeah, you're exactly right. He can't be on the field this play.
Coach Weaver's got his palms to the sky. He's got to know he just has to kneel the ball.
Right.
Just do it.
I wouldn't snap it, but okay.
I would just take a knee. Don't want to fumble the football. Sunset going to want to try to knock it loose, and I think they almost did.
Bailey with the carry.
Bailey on the
I'm
carry.
a little surprised, but okay.
So about the 11-yard line, gain of 2 will be 3rd and goal from the 11.
And we have a stoppage of play because of an injury. And now they're going to wind it.
And Thompson checks back in.
Little gimpy after the carry is Caleb Bailey, but he got the job done right there, which is hold on to the football. That was his one job, and he did that. Now, if you're Westview, you're fine taking a delay of game penalty.
You got to let this run all the way down. It may have been another delay of game.
Westview calls timeout.
No, Westview took a timeout.
Second time out of the half.
So the interesting thing here is there's going to be a little bit of leftover time because there's 46 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is maybe you run a pass play at the end designed to throw the ball out of the back of the end zone and kill 6 seconds.
We'll see.
You got some options here, but it's not an ideal situation for the Apollos, who would need a miracle at this point. Huge play with a few minutes left. It was 4th and 1 for Sunset. Hom got pressure on him, tried to find a pass downfield near the sticks that would have given him a first down. Intercepted, perfectly read by linebacker Thompson. And that proves to be the biggest play of the ball game thus far. Well, I say thus far, but I mean, should be basically over.
The 11-yard line.
So they are going to run a play because this will definitely take some more time off the clock. Again, Well, actually, at this point, you can just get in the end zone. Thompson breaks a tackle. Doesn't want to go out of bounds, though. And this is actually the best-case scenario for Westview because now there's under 40 seconds.
Right.
And
Thompson
that is going to be the football game. Westview does not have to snap it. Their student section is all down, ready to congratulate them. And the Westview Wildcats, a gritty road performance, and they are going to take the helmet for the second year in a row. Last year by 7 points, this year by 6. And they come into their rival stadium and get it done.
Let me give you the scoring quarter by quarter in the game. It was 6-6 at in the one. Westview led at halftime 14-13. A field goal for Sunset in the third made it 16-14, and then the lone score in the fourth quarter was that 20-yard run by Thompson, and he converted the two-point conversion to make it 22-16.
A bizarre game. We had a lightning delay. We had a fast Westview start. We had Sunset making adjustments. At the end of the day, a lot of players to highlight. Ellingson and Thompson, the two that I'm going to go with, but phenomenal performance in the fourth quarter by Westview to grit up and win this one.
Great effort by both teams. Shows in the result, one-score game, a 6-point game, 22-16. As I mentioned earlier now, Westview goes to 1-1 in conference, 4-2 overall. Sunset 0-2 in conference, 2-4 overall.
Westview going to go celebrate with their fans who made the trip. Final score, Westview 22, Sunset 16. Dave, phenomenal game that we had. Everything you want from a rivalry game. Great atmosphere. And we're going to have a field storming by the road team. This is what you get to do when you win on the road against your rival. Dave, final thoughts in this one?
Great effort. We saw a lot of skilled people. We saw a lot of hard play. Both teams really fought right down to the end. And, of course, this game did go right down to the end. Congratulations to Westview. They won the helmet as a significant contribution to what they did on the field tonight, and I look forward to next week. Oregon Sports Beat has a lot coming up in the next couple of weeks. Also, if you get a chance ever, join us on October the 20th. It's a Monday, 1 o'clock. We feature a show. It's a magazine-style format show. It's called Sports Beat Weekly. Join Ben and I. We interview coaches, and we talk about the programs. So, Ben?
Lot coming up on Oregon Sports Beat right in the meat and potatoes of the fall high school sports season. Final score from Sunset High School, Westview 22, Sunset 16. The Wildcats coming in and getting a huge rivalry win at their opponent's field. I'm Ben Pahl. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, and watching Oregon Sports Beat. Have a great night. -2.
-2.
Well, they're not going to need it here. Actually, there's a flag thrown, so this return will come back out across the 40-yard line inside of it, I should say, to the 30, but there's a penalty. -2.
-2.
Well, they're not going to need it here. Actually, there's a flag thrown, so this return will come back out across the 40-yard line inside of it, I should say, to the 30, but there's a penalty for a hold. That's going to beaten, trying to go up the middle against this stout inside linebacking and defensive end group of Westview. They're going to give this one off. Ellingson has a first down out in the flat to the 35-yard line.
Griffin Ellingson on the reception.
In this one, 14-13. Down just a point. Westview showing some pressure. They back off of it. Well protected. Floats one and it's complete to Zukari inside the 45. Pardon me, that's Keegan Putney. And feels on the sideline right now. We'll see if feels like he's able to come back in. Hom delays. Now he keeps it himself, and a great decision it was. There's a flag down as Hom gets to the 15, and this is going to come back. And a long ways to go, given that Sunset doesn't like to punt it a lot. I wouldn't be shocked if they utilize 2 plays here.
Sunset has 3 different people sending signals into
Hom down the sideline, intercepted by Smith inside the Westview and Sunset. Sunset trying to get revenge. here on their home turf. They lost last year 35-28 in this rivalry game. Here comes Thompson, full head of steam, busting to the outside across the 20, still going. He's a bulldozer. Oh, he reminds me of Barton. Steps up, in trouble, and he is gonna go down. He was fighting it, but he's sacked back at his own 21-yard line. They've been good at picking up these little slants just when you need just 5-6 yard routes, but that's why Sunset's playing high coverage. They do go to Thompson. Up the middle. He's stopped short. Sunset gets the stop there. Westview going to play back in coverage. They're only going to rush. Well, no, actually going to rush 4 guys. Slant route caught. Putney drilled at the 35, and they're going to throw from the 24 of Westview. Hom looking downfield. Hom, he's so elusive. Breaks out. Now he's going to try and dump it off, and it's complete. Ellingson running inside the 15, inside the 10, tracked down from behind. 30. So definitely a kick that he can make.
Actually, it'll be 29.
29, correct. Good snap and hold. Zukari's kick is up. Looks good from here, and he drills it, and he's fired up. What a kick. Play in the game. Sunset by 2. Barton escapes pressure. Barton barely stays behind the line of scrimmage. A toe tap catch is made. First down for Westview.
Redmond 3 catches for 27 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him keep going to the air. The way Sunset's been stopping the run. Thompson, left side, finds a hole, proves me wrong. Out across the 45-yard line.
Thompson has
He's got a lot of yak.
A lot of yak.
1st and 10. Here's Thompson, Mr. Yak, doing it again. Bust a hole inside the 40. Down inside the 35-yard line of Sunset. We saw their kicker go off when he was going to take a PAT. Ref told him he couldn't. I wonder if they figured that out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but maybe.
Barton goes near side. Dangerous throw, broken up.
Barton's pass.
Oh, 4th quarter, 3rd down and 8 for Westview from the Sunset 30. Oh, they weren't on the same page. It's going to have to improvise. It's going to work out beautifully. There's a hold. 1st down, but it's Cal Raleigh got his first pass ball of the season because he got crossed up a few innings ago.
Wow.
Didn't end up hurting him, though. Looking to throw on 3rd and 18. Going up the seam, complete to Smith. Smith inside the started back in the 3rd quarter.
Exactly.
What they're looking for. Also what they're looking for is this guy. Thompson weaving and swerving his way out of traffic. He gets out of it and scores. Hom, play action, looking downfield. Hom fires sideline. Guess who? Makes a cut. Across the 40. Ellingson inside Westview territory. Brought down at the 45-yard line of the nature.
Your small guys don't take those hits.
Heisman Trophy winner at Oklahoma. They have him and Baker win the Heisman in the last 7 or so years. Hom finds a lane. Hom takes a hit, and Hom pushes forward near the 1st down.
18 yards on the last 3 carries for Hahn.
Hom wasn't ready for the snap.
No.
He's going to still try to make something of the play. Fires downfield, and it's complete.
Oh, my.
What happened right there? Met in the backfield by, I think it was Heath Thompson. It was. Hom, little play action, trying to outrun a D-end, and he's going to find some room on the outside, inside the 10-yard line. Hom in trouble. Hom backpedaling, intercepted! And guess who? It's Thompson. Thompson down the sideline, stiff arms the man and throws him down. Thompson all the way down. Ball back, and you got a help right there with that 5-yard penalty. Now they got to go 15 yards. And a bad snap over the head of the QB. He falls on.
Give the ball to Thompson.
Can't disagree with you there.
Although he just went in motion.
Yeah, they're going to get it to him. And he's going to make a play happen. He bounces to the outside. Thompson gets 29. That any play in the book will go here. They need a 1st down to win this game right here. Sunset jumped but got back. You're allowed to do that. High snap. Why not go to Thompson up the middle, reaching.
Thompson carries.
And he's there.